Do you feel like you're living off another man's fame rather than building your own life?
The club isn't the best place to find a lover. And then they're convinced, especially if they're American and hear an English accent.
Right, you look so much like him.
It
I don't think you
shows me.
can. Yeah. When you see KSI for the first time, does he think you're Ed then?
Yeah, he thought it was Ed as well. So he was
Right.
like raving, partying. They brought out a sign saying like Ed and KSI and all that.
This is probably impossible to avoid.
Yeah, like I've got to put a hat on and cover up like a proper celebrity.
Yeah.
Because, and Justin Bieber's like round here, so if he bumps into you and speaks to you about something that he's told Ed, he'll catch you out instantly because he could be like, oh, have you come up with that new lyric and that?
Did you get banned on TikTok?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah.
Why? How is that when people perhaps hate on the fact that you're doing what you're doing? And
No, it did mess me up a bit, to be fair, like.
I see you with Eddie Hall and stuff like that. And how much do you get stopped on a daily basis?
I worked with Mr. Beast.
Right.
In Paris. My intention was I'll sneak into the show because I've been to an Ed Sheeran concert before and his head of security, Kev, comes out and he's effing and jeffing and he's...
Don't come back in here again. If I see you again with your mates, I'm going to do you.
How much would it take you to stop?
300k.
Really?
Yeah.
And you stop permanently?
Just enough to get a simple house. Hi, KSI Jones here. You're watching the Shizzio show and you're going to find the ins and outs of my personal life and my lookalike life. So welcome to the Life of Time.
Summertime vibe come down to feature. Drink of the smoke come down for either. It's the ill, the bop, the beep, the bop, the beep. Like a ninja from under you creep with the beep, the bop, the beep, the bop, the boo. I'm the captain, this is my crew, with the beep, the bop. Doing up Cambridge, doing up Oxford. M-Way doing up Uxbridge. MC Hammer with the jewels, can't touch this. All the bad beats in the pop.
This bombo clap tune, rude boy.
Okay, we are back, another episode. Love to everybody. As per usual, hit that subscribe button. Come on, we need you. We out every Sunday, 6 p.m. on the dot. It's free to subscribe, so do the damn thing. Do you know what I mean? A real special guest in the building. Do not adjust your TV, folks. It's not AI. I mean, oh my God. As far as lookalikes go, we've hit the top of the mountain. Ty Jones
Nice
is
to meet you,
in
man.
the building. Is it AKA or do people? Is it AKA not Ed Sheeran? What do we do?
Ed experiences, yeah.
Oh, you-
so like you're getting the Ed experience at the minute, you know.
Right. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm very well. Thank you so
perfect.
much. I really appreciate. Firstly, you know, you guys talking online and coming here because you're from Manchester, right?
Yeah.
So you've done the big slog.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I really appreciate it. I'll be shouting out the lovely lady in the background.
Oh, Amanda, my wife there.
Amanda, say something. Hi. There you go. Amanda's in the back. And I just want to echo how grateful I am you guys have come down. You watched
thank
the
you.
show and we appreciate it. Do you know what I noticed when you came in the door was just how bubbly you guys are. You remind me of friendly northern people.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm honest,
Really
thanks.
lovely people. Obviously in London is a bit of a mood around here. So when you guys come in, really appreciate it. How are you firstly?
Yeah, not too bad. Picking up after the new year, so just doing like gigs. I'm supposed to be in New Zealand actually.
You're supposed to be in New Zealand?
Yeah, I was supposed to go on the 27th, but it like... Yeah, the 17th, sorry, to the 27th.
And you've ended up here?
And then, yeah, so like, it was just like...
in
I'm actually lucky though, because I was dreading the flight. I was just thinking 27 hours.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
And you're going out there to do...
I was filming for like a radio station, but literally last minute, like 3 days before, they were just like, sorry,
Right.
we can't do it. There's like some unforeseen circumstances.
So you literally get flown around the world now?
Yeah, literally like a few months ago I was in like America, around LA, and I had like 5 gigs in LA. So it was like America back, and...
This is incredible, like absolutely incredible. I really want to get to know your story, but I think it's only right we get to know about you, Ty. Because right, you know,
that's nice.
there's the Ed stuff, but let's get a bit of background about Ty. Born and raised where, sir?
So born and raised in Manchester, UK.
Right.
Since 1994.
Right. Break down Manny for those that don't know.
I'd say it's like a smaller version of London. That's the only way I
Right.
can explain it. Like, you know, like you've got your certain areas, you've got like the bit where everyone meets in the middle, like from
Right.
all backgrounds. You've got like big buildings, skyscrapers, all that, new like renovation. It's just like everything visually to economically, all of it is like dead similar, but just like I come here and I'm like, well, Jesus, like Manchester's got big.
What part of Manny is it?
So I'm from South Manchester.
Right.
And you've got like all kinds of areas. You've got like South Manchester, which is like Stretford, Sale, Altrincham, all that.
Right.
And then you've got North Manchester, where H is from.
Right.
I don't know if you know him, you might know him.
No, I don't know H. Don't worry, we're working on it, right?
Yeah, and it's just like loads of different areas.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's like everyone comes in the centre to meet in the middle. And
Right, because
just vibe,
kind of growing up, all we ever heard was Moss Side and how rough it was.
That's it,
and how crazy it was. How kind of rough is it from South? Like,
do you know what? It was quite rough, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like growing up, and the area like literally right next to me was like a no-go zone. Like the police, like literally was like people like from the outside of the estate weren't allowed to go there. It was that dangerous.
Right.
So it was like a proper no-go zone. And then, funnily enough, when you said about Moss Side, we had a gun pulled on us when I was younger.
Right.
There with my dad.
right.
And we were just taking like someone on the road up there, you know, like just to pick something up. And then this guy started on my dad, and then my dad started on him, and it kicked off, and he pulled a gun out, and he was pointing a gun at my dad, and I was just like, I'm going to get shot. That's it. It was only about like 7 or 8, and it was just like...
How far
terrifying.
is Moss Side from the South? Is it far?
It's trying to think now, sorry.
Okay.
Trying to visualise the map. It's just like on the other side of
Speak
Cholton,
up,
about
Amanda.
20 minutes, yeah.
20 minutes, there
I'm
you go.
shocking with like
And
time and
kind of growing up, are you kind of told by your parents that Manchester's rough, or is it kind of where the area you're in, you're safe? I don't know. I'm just trying to
It's not really like
understand
that, really. It's just like, to be fair, all of it in general, like nothing's really standoffish. Like even like the no-go area, I spent my childhood in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It wasn't like it was that bad.
Right.
You know, like, and Manchester's a place where everyone tries to get on, but if it kicks off, it kicks off. It's just
Okay.
one of them, really.
One of them
Yeah.
ones. And are you kind of outside as a kid? Are you kind of
Oh, I was out all the time as a kid. Yeah.
right? When you're outside, what are the things that you're doing, Ty?
Oh, I used to be dead naughty. I don't even know if I can say it on here.
You
because,
can
like,
well say what you want to. Go on, you
I
can,
mean,
but it's
like,
up to you what you want to.
smashed a few windows. And,
That's
robbed
the
a few
usual.
cars.
That's nothing, bro. What do you mean? That's like a normal weekday, right? But kind of, did you have a line, like a balance of like, I can't go too far? Are kind of the people around you pushing it?
No, I sort of like pushed it myself a bit too far when I was younger, until I was in a state of anxiety all the time. Like literally, like I was just like, I wouldn't sleep at night. I'd be worried if like the police were going to knock the next day.
Right.
My dad always like had a number one rule, like you do not bring heat to the door. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That was like a rule that we had. And then like basically like I just wanted to shape myself into someone that like I'd see someone like an old person, innocent person at a bus stop, and I think that's what I want to be. So like I'd have like the wrong friend group and stuff, and the wrong influences around me, and I was like trying to. We all try to impress each other, you know, with like what we do and get chased and buzzed and laugh about it and all that. But then like I didn't want to be like that, because then when all the friends went in and I was laying in bed, I was just there with like thoughts racing around me. I'd not sleeping, stressing myself out, and just wanting to be like I say, like someone that just doesn't have to worry, that can go bed at night at peace and rest the soul and like, you know, have good karma and just be nice.
How old are you when you get in them type of thoughts of like?
I'd say from about 7 or 8 till about 14. I really like, it was like quite a bad period, and then I started to change, but like obviously still had hiccups and that.
Right.
I was even bad in school, where I was in like a support class, and then I had like a psychologist and stuff for like it was like ADHD, but they didn't diagnose it.
Right. So in school you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Are you learning in school?
I never learnt in school, never paid attention.
Nothing.
Like I learnt everything after school. Like
Right.
School was just a room to sit in and just like mess about.
Okay. You didn't want to study. Your parents are not saying you need to study or you need to.
No, my dad never went to school.
Right.
And my mum did well at school, and then she just worked as like a pigeonhole, which is just like, you know, like a standard job really.
Right.
And then she got ill, so like she couldn't work anymore. And then like that was it really. Like.
Are you an only child?
No, I've got siblings as well.
Are you the oldest? Where are you?
The middle, I am. Yeah.
Okay, so did you not have any pressure from your older brothers or sisters? Say, listen, stop fucking about, mate. You know what I mean?
Not really. In fact, my sister would do stuff and then blame me.
Oh, those ones. It weren't me, it was Ty. Okay, fair enough. So in school, you haven't got no real kind of aspirations to do anything?
No, like literally all the way through school, I literally thought that like if you did well in school, you'll be a shelf stacker in Tesco. Like I had like, that's how bad my aspirations were.
Right.
Like,
okay.
So I didn't know anything. Like even the entertainment industry just seemed like it was like another world. You know what I mean? Like, so I thought if I actually do well in school, I'll have a job where I'm like, you know, shelf stacking, and that's all I really thought of, like, you know, like a legitimate life. And then like the whole world opened up. I went into college.
Right.
And then like I messed around in there. But like I went into engineering. I got told I was gifted at that, Like the guy, like literally the tutor took me to one side and was like, "You're actually gifted at this," because I'm good with my hands.
Right.
But like mentally, it's a no-go. I can't really sit there and listen, or I can't really like write something down off my head. Like when I was thinking about Manchester before, because it's a mental thing. But I'll drive you there in no time.
Have you been diagnosed with anything, or is that just a...
Well, I did get a diagnosis. It was like a diagnosis, but it wasn't like an actual diagnosed thing at the time, ADHD. When I was younger, it was like obviously hardly unheard of.
Sure.
And then I had like a therapist for quite a while, for a few years. And then most recently, I've just like got back onto it because like I've still got a chaotic life, you know, like without I manage things and like being late and all that. So I'm trying to like sort it out where I could just like, you know, get diagnosed and get the right treatment basically, so I can have more of a even more stable life, you know, like.
I hear you. Okay, so you go down the engineering route. Do you kind of see it through?
No, I switched to science and then
switched to science. Why you switched to science,
I don't know. That's it. Like, I got bored of it basically, and then thought I'll do science. I passed them both, to be fair, so I was doing all right.
Right.
Although I started in entry level 3, which is like really shocking.
Right. But again, no real aspirations. You don't know what you want to be. You're just going with the flow.
Yeah, just going with the flow really. I picked up a roofing job when I was about 16, 17. And I worked behind a bar, and like, it was all like, you know, like you do when you're younger, you know, cash in hand jobs and that.
Fair enough.
Just to get by, and then in fact it was weird because obviously at that time 16 was when like it was like almost a peak of Ed Sheeran lookalike life.
Right.
So then like at 16 there was all that going on, and everyone was like, oh, you could be a lookalike, but I still didn't really see much of it. And obviously like sometimes you need contacts or guidance to go in that area, but it was like no one in my whole circle knew about, like, you know.
Okay, right. Let's bring up the elephant in the room then. Okay, so at kind of how old are you when kind of Ed Sheeran comes through as kind of?
I was still in school, and my mates actually. It was crazy because I used to skateboard as well. That was like one of my therapies, you know, just to, like, get the energy out. And because I used to skate, I used to have like the hoodie, the jeans, and that, and the long hair. And then my mates genuinely thought that I could play guitar and sing, so they showed me him on the Blackberries at the time, and they were like, "Yo, is this you on SBTV?"
Oh, you're going way back, man. SB. Okay. So what? You're about 12, 13?
About 14. Then,
right. So as soon as they see Ed, they immediately think you look like him.
No, they didn't. They thought it was me. They literally, they were like, "Yo, you never told us you play guitar and sing. You're dead good, mate. Like, I can't believe you're on SBTV." And that, I'm like, that ain't me. I was freaked out. I was looking at it like, this guy's dressed like me. He's got the long hair. What's going on here? It's like seeing a parallel universe.
So literally, the first time you see Ed, you actually think this looks just like me.
Yeah, it was dead strange. And then like I was at an illegal rave, and I was just
legal. No, I'm joking.
Legal, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And I was just absolutely trolled. And then this like, I think it was like a press guy come to like go, "Oh, look at this catastrophe here." I was like absolutely trolled out my head at 16. Gets a picture of me just like swinging off some girls. It goes around the internet. Everyone thinks Ed's like fell off the wagon or something.
Right.
He's like, you know, going wild and living a rock and roll lifestyle. And then he was like, he first saw it and like, I think he had like some of his comments, like he said, "Geez, I must have been that drunk. I don't even remember being there." And then he was like, "Hang on." Ed himself was tweeting this out, like saying, "Hang on, it's a lookalike. If anyone knows this guy, get in touch." So all my mates just like bombed his DMs, like, you know, it's time for Manchester.
All right. Let's tackle this slowly but surely. Right, you're in a rave. How old? 16.
About 16, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ed is popping off. He's kind of SBTV. He's got a following. He's not like Big Ed, right? He's getting there, right?
Yeah, he's got his Plus album out.
Right, okay, the Plus album's out. He's Big Ed then, right? Okay, cool. You get photoed in a rave.
Yeah.
Someone takes the picture, goes viral, to the point where Ed actually goes, "Was I there or not?" kind of thing.
Yeah, because it was weird, because he tweeted something. I think it was one of my friends that seen it and told me about it or tagged me in it. I can't really remember at the time. Yeah. But he said, I must have been dead drunk. So he must have thought that was him as well, you know, seeing me. Yeah. Like, I had that impression of, like, when my mate showed me him on SBTV.
Totally.
And then, like, it was just, like, a weird, like, moment where he wanted to meet me, really.
Right, so from there, he says, "I want to meet you."
Yeah, literally, like, put the tweet up, like, if anyone knows this guy, get in touch. Like, I really want to see him and, you know, meet him and that.
And then what, you guys respond? Or what, you say,
and then,
it's me, mate. Hello, hello.
Yeah, his management got in touch, and then they were like, "He's playing in the Apollo at this date. Like, can you come? We'd love it if you could be there." So literally, we showed up, and I never expected it. He's the same height as me as well, because I didn't know his height. I thought it'd be like, you know, bigger. Like, you'd see people on telly, and you think, "Geez, they must be massive." And you see him in person, you're like, "Oh God," like, totally throws the dynamic off, sort of thing. So. It was exactly the same height, so it was even weirder. I was like, "This is mental here." Like, it's like looking in a mirror. Like, clones or something.
How does that conversation go? It's like the Spider-Man meme, isn't it?
Yeah. That
Funny.
pointy one.
How does that conversation go? Do you know what I mean? Are you both just looking at each other like you're in Madame Tussauds and a waxworks? Just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like one of them. Like it was like I can't. It was like a goosebump moment. Is the only way I can describe it, sort of thing. Like, and he was like just in like sheer shock as well. That he was just like laughing, like I can't believe this. This is mental. Look at my lookalike and show me off around the backstage bit and that.
It's like the multiverse has gone wrong. There's a glitch in the matrix. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that's lovely then. So he kind of embraces it. He sees the, the amazement side of things. And then are you guys friends? How does it work? You just...
No, like literally like I'd seen it. Literally, the last time I spoke to him was like about 5 years ago. So this was
when was the first time you met? When
was
like
that? 2012, I think it was, or 2011. It was like quite a few years ago.
Right.
And then about 5 or 6 years ago, we did a Hart interview.
Right.
Where they got like 3 Ed Sheeran lookalikes
on the screen.
On the screen, yeah.
I've seen that.
And he's like, it's definitely some of my DNA in there.
Okay, right. Let's put that aside. So you see Ed. You get like the stamp of approval now. You've met Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
And then I suppose, do you go home and think, right, I could do something here?
It took a bit of a while to take off because, like, at the time, my dad like picked up like a maintenance job at a bingo hall,
right?
And I was like sort of like going, right, I'm doing this roofing cash in hand, I'm doing the work in the bar cash in hand, and I'm like trying to do college, and I thought I just need a stable job, so I just applied for Mecca Bingo, and then like sort of like did a gig on the side. So it was like my main job was like working in bingo, and then I was doing a gig on the side.
When you say a gig, what do you mean?
Like just doing an Ed Sheeran appearance somewhere, or doing something for the camera. Yeah.
He left school at 16, and he went and joined the Lookalike TV show.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I missed the chapter.
I love that, Amanda. We love that. You weigh in, girl. We love to see
I
it.
skip over loads of stuff.
Okay, so you see Ed Sheeran. After that, you tell yourself, I can do this lookalike thing, right?
Yeah. So I joined an agency.
Right. So you go to an agency and they think, fuck me, this is.
Yeah.
Right. I've got to be honest. It's like I've met you today for the first time, and the resemblance is crazy.
Oh, cheers, man.
No, it is. Like you see lookalikes. I know a couple, etc., but I can.
Oh, cheers, man.
This is probably impossible to avoid. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I've got to put a hat on and cover up like a proper celebrity because he's not like Lady Gaga or where they have to dress up and stand out to look like a person. He's just like him himself said, I look like someone's brother that works in a pizza shop. So it's like, and I'm unfortunately that brother, so like, the mask never comes off.
So you go and join an agency.
Yeah, so I joined an agency in college, and it was like by sheer luck that like that week that I joined the agency, they were doing a TV show on Channel 4.
Right.
So I gone back to college the next day, and I thought, I've made it here. Like this is it. Like like. It's going to be mental. Like I'm going to be a star. I don't need this mechanics course. I can fuck
science.
off.
Fuck the science. You get what I mean? Right.
And then it comes to the show, and then I get the contract information. I'm thinking there's going to be thousands at the bottom of this when they put the fee on. It's 50 quid a day. I was like, you're joking.
Oh no.
And then like literally every episode, it was like, and it'd take a whole day to shoot like 10 minutes. It was like a proper series TV show.
Yeah.
And then like it was just 50 quid a day. So I was like, right, I've got to like sort of sort my life out. That's when I went into the bingo hall after that, basically, and did the gigs at the side.
So you're working, picking up a few lookalike gigs.
Yeah.
And do they build up slowly then?
Yeah, they built up quite well. But like the problem is like the manager at the bingo hall, he was like some wannabe DJ, and he wanted to do that full time. But he was quite jealous because like there was a few points. Like the first one was basically like it was like a weird like like battle in a way, like who can be the celebrity. But I wasn't trying. I was trying to make the money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care about the fame.
Yeah.
But I just want to do a good job for my family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like it get to the point where like we were doing this like works do where we were going on a party on a barge. So that day, you know what I mean? Like I could be at work or I could be on a barge getting drunk. Do you know what I mean? And that day was selected for like to stand in for him in a film, which was Bridgette Jones's Diary of the Baby. So it was like a massive film.
Right.
And the manager was like, no, you can't have it off. I'm like, well, we're not even in anyway. He said, no, I'm going to count you as an absence and you're not having it off if you don't show up to the party. I'm like, do you know what? Like, I've got like this literal
jobs worth
once
mother.
in a
There's
lifetime
always haters,
moment.
bro. Haters from
Serious,
day one.
Like, it was like loads of stuff like that. Like I was putting like, because he realised I was doing gigs when I was booking holidays off and the odd day off here and there. They were losing all my paperwork for what I was putting in, and I was like, you're joking. Like, so they were like proper messing my life up. And then over lockdown, I just thought, right, just get your head down now. Do this full time. Like that's the next chapter.
Right, hold on. Bingo hold. Please tell me you did the Bridgette Jones thing.
I did the Bridgette Jones thing.
Okay. If you said no, I didn't. Sorry?
Yes,
And yesterday, yeah, I stood
What's
in for him in the film yesterday, you know,
Okay.
that he was in as well.
Right.
I stood in for him there as
So
well.
you're a body double in movies as well?
Yeah. It's like if he can't do it, because he's usually doing tours and stuff whilst he's doing movies.
So they'll film and then from different angles, it's you.
Yeah. Well, it's just like one scene where it's like at
Right.
the door, literally like one little bit.
May I ask how much that they pay you for that ballpark? I don't want to know, do you know what I mean?
I'd say ballpark.
Because that's movie, yeah.
£1,000.
Okay. How does that make you feel? Because in one way, it's a grand, lovely.
Yeah, it's nearly a month's wage at the bingo.
But how
you know
much
what I
is
mean?
Ed getting paid for doing that?
Yeah, like a shed load more, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, and respectfully, if you don't do it, how do they get, do you know what I mean? Like, they kind of need you.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah. Did you not want to say, hold on, it's not enough money?
I don't know.
Or you
it's
just
like,
naive, you know when you first like enter the game, you don't want to ruffle feathers.
yeah, you don't want to ruffle feathers and that. Like, so
Right.
I never want to like leave a bad impression on someone because you never know what person holds an opportunity. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, I don't like it anyway. It's bad from a karma. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't push someone or twist someone's arm and then sit there at night thinking they're gonna think that I'm like stubborn or stern or like.
But it's
an
business
arsehole.
though, I guess.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got to kind of know your worth, I suppose.
Yeah.
In a roundabout way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I suppose when you start off, I hate it. Right, so the bingo guy's hating.
Yeah.
Prick.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're stuck in the bingo hall, but you're doing gigs on the side.
Yeah.
And are the gigs coming in through the agency, or is it an Instagram, or is it a social media thing? What is it?
There was like the odd one that had come through Instagram because my Instagram wasn't nowhere near as big as it is today.
Sure.
So like I'd get the odd one through like the Instagram, but the vast majority of them would come through the agency, the Lookalike agency.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. And then like so like I'd juggle it on that regard, but then it was like a vicious triangle because it was like I was getting these gigs in, but then like work wasn't letting me have it off. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
I'd put it in, know that like I've got 3 weeks in advance, it's all planned, it's all booked. Then it comes to the day and they're like, "No, you're supposed to be in." But I was worried because they made me feel like that was my breadline. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
so it was like almost like a psychological thing because like obviously like it's my first proper job, do you know, like working at the bingo hall,
don't
not
let
like
him
cash in
down.
hand. And then I'm like, you know, like this is my lifeline. If I lose this job, then like my life's screwed up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got no money or anything.
Are you living at home at this time?
Yeah.
Right. And then in a kind of gig, what is it you're actually doing?
So it's been all kinds. I've done weddings, I've done photo shoots, I've done
Right.
like even like TV shows. I'd just be like, "Oh, can you come on this like Ninja Warrior or something random like that?"
Right.
Yeah.
And what's been like the crazy ones? Because obviously when you first start, are they just showing your face at parties? What is it?
Well, the craziest one when I was working at the bingo hall was the KSI Logan Paul boxing match.
The LA thing?
Yeah, 'cause
right,
that-
I'm talking about that. Okay. Right, okay, so let's talk about it. Right, okay, so whilst at the bingo hall, that Josh Peters guy.
Yeah, he got in touch and I couldn't believe it. It was like, no way, like this is the biggest gig ever. So instead, I went round the managers that time. I ran in there because they were like,
You
"We've
just
put a
said,
few
fuck
grand
your
in the
job,
thing."
mate. What are you talking
I
about?
literally, as soon as like I'd seen the message, I went straight to the bingo hall, walked in the kitchen where like I was going to be working, and I went, anyone that covers my shift, you get 50 quid like for the first shift, 50 quid for the double, you'll get 150 quid for like, you know, day and a half's work.
And they were like,
they were
yeah.
happy, shift swap done, or like shift replacement.
It's funny
like,
how
they
money
signed it
can
with a
get-
smile, and I thought, fuck the manager, do you know what I mean? Like I work round him, I'm getting this, I'm not missing out.
Right, so Josh messages you.
Yeah.
And does he break down the whole thing in the message?
Not really. Well, it wasn't Josh. It was my agent that messaged me.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it was
oh.
through my agent, but Josh obviously,
Right.
you know, requested me.
Right.
And then, like, literally, I found out about that like maybe 4 days before or something. So it was like, you're going LA in 4 days, just like.
He says,
you know,
we're flying you to LA and we're going to take you, and they tell you what the plan is.
and I didn't really know the plan till like the last day.
Okay, so you just said, fuck it, LA, I'm
Yeah,
going.
it was LA. Like it's better than the bingo hall. you
Right.
know?
And money made roughly, we don't need to know.
It was a few grand.
Oh, it's
so
a
it was
few-
like, yeah, that's why I ran in because like, I found out
Is
about the
that
price.
right?
I ran in the bingo hall. Like, I'm going to persuade people with cash. That's what talks money.
Right, okay. So they say we're going to fly you to LA.
Yeah.
You fly to LA and meet them there?
Yeah, meet them there. Literally, it was like, get off the plane, go to the place I was staying, which was absolutely beautiful. It was like a mansion in the Hollywood Hills. Like, it was like a dream.
Right.
Couldn't believe it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like-
made it. Yeah.
And then literally like just jump your hair and then just go straight to the Staples Stadium where they were fighting.
But when do they tell you that? Obviously, they tell you the plan.
yeah,
right?
they tell me the plan there.
When
then
they
I'm
tell
on
you
my
the
way.
plan, how do you feel?
I was like, do you know what? This is like, because it was sort of stuff that I'd done in the past, you know, like with public reactions and YouTubers and stuff like that. So I thought, You know, it's another day in the park. It's just in LA. You know, it's
Okay,
an
so
experience,
you're not thinking shit. This could go wrong. You're not thinking of the
Nah,
negative side.
well,
Of things.
I did, but like my brain was just looking at the positives. Like because my dad's always told me as well, like if you make it in America, that's it. You know, like every British artist, or anything, like, as soon as they hit America, that's that's success.
Holy grail.
So I was just blinded by success.
Right.
I was like, I don't care if it goes wrong. You're in America. You're not moving. You know, like nothing was gonna like persuade me not to. You know what I mean?
So they tell you we're going to go to KSI Logan Paul with no tickets.
Yeah.
You're going to pretend to be Ed Sheeran and we're just going to walk through the VIP bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, fuck it, I'm game.
Yeah, it was like Ocean's 11 almost. You know, like when I'm getting
Yeah.
fans, like get the suit on,
Right.
play the jazz music.
Right. And kind of getting into, do you have to get into character? Is that a thing for you or not?
Not really, like especially in public places because like if I've not got a guitar with me, like someone might like go, oh maybe sing us a line or something.
Right.
And you could just go Shape of You, which is basically talking. So you could literally go, the club isn't the best place to find a lover. And then they're convinced, especially if they're American and they hear an English accent.
Right.
It was just sold to them, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
literally.
And also the great thing is that you don't have to put on makeup because I know like Michael Jackson lookalike stuff like that. There's a lot of prep time.
Yeah, they've got to put a lot of prep
You
into
just
it.
go do that
Yeah, just do
and walk out the
and
door.
then walk out, like put a nice
Right.
outfit on.
Right.
And then,
So you're game. You're like, fuck it, let's go. So when you go to the front, you're not nervous that you might not get in?
I was a bit, but it was weird because I didn't sleep for like 4 days before it because it was that like mind.
Yeah, sure.
Blowing.
I understand that, yeah.
So like it was just like a mad blur. It was just
Adrenaline.
like something was adrenaline was just sheer adrenaline was driving me to do it. So
Right.
like it was almost just like I was in robo mode is the only way I
hear
can
you,
explain
hear
it. Like I just shut myself off and just drove the Ed Sheeran car through
Right.
the crowd basically. Like
You get in. Is that a sigh of
we
relief?
got
Like,
in.
yo.
I was like, I've made it, and
They move everyone here. Ed's here.
and that's it. Your vibe gives off. So like once you've know you've made it in, you're confident then.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you're like, oh, I might not
Right.
be Ed. It's like I am Ed. You know. Like,
Right.
I got us in VIP. These YouTubers that I watch at home when I finish my shift at the bingo wall, like, I've let them into this place. So you sort of like
Yeah.
get a bit more confidence in you, and
Sure.
that rubs off because then the artist would have confidence as
And
well.
then they
so.
take you into an ultra VIP room with all of the world's influencers in that room.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
And they all believe you're Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, literally they're coming over talking to me as if it was Ed Sheeran. and
How
that.
is that for you? Because you obviously you watch these people.
Most of these people I'd watched, like literally, like I'd come home from the bingo hall and then stick on YouTube and I'd be watching him, like Keemstar and all that, and it was mental because it was like they were like almost looking up to me, and I'm like, mate, it should be the other way around. I actually work at a bingo hall in Manchester.
Right.
I watch you while eating an Asda's pizza.
Is there not a part of you at that point thinking, shit, I could get sprung here? Or
No, it was because everyone in unison believed it. There wasn't even like a single person going, oh, it might not be. There's that lookalike knocking around. Or it was just like, they had a British accent. They were American influencers.
Yeah.
They looked like, so I looked like him, sounded like him in their ears. Like over here, you can hear a northern accent.
Totally.
But like in their ears, they just say, like, it's like a Taylor Swift if she was from down south and you seen someone that looked like Taylor Swift and she had a southern American accent.
Yeah.
You just think American Taylor Swift, it is Taylor Swift sort of thing. So it sold it that way, really.
And you don't have a seat.
No, so we didn't have a seat. So then we stopped. I can't remember whose seat we stole actually.
Yeah, but you go down to the front.
Yeah.
You haven't got a seat. You just go, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like dodge Justin Bieber because he knows Ed personally.
Right, yeah, I'm going to get to that. So you go there and it's kind of, the pandemonium is there, right?
Yeah.
You're getting shouted at, left, right and centre.
Yeah, like literally like pulled all over the show like by the crowd. All 45,000 people thought Ed Sheeran was in there.
So in that moment, do you feel, I don't know, how do you feel? Do you feel like a fraud or do you just have to block that out and feel like, let me take it in?
I had to block it out because it's one of
What
them
is it?
chances you take, you know, like
Totally.
If it was to like feel like a fraud and then let my demeanour down,
Yeah.
then I'm not giving like Josh Peters a really entertaining video. The reason why
Totally.
they booked me is to be as convincing as I possibly can. Do you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So I was almost like driven against my own identity to sort of get to where I want to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just to up my game in the lookalike world or
Totally.
the entertainment
No,
world.
I hear it.
So like, yeah, so literally I was just go basically. Like usually I do feel like a fraud, you know, especially if it's like a small gig and you're in the public and you're just interviewing people.
Right.
And I've got to say I am, because in my head I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm quite real with myself with
Yeah.
that. So like it's hard for me to do it if I'm like conscious, but like if it's something where it's like do or die,
Yeah.
when you're in that do mode, it's just like I'll be whatever, Play-Doh.
And I suppose in that moment, that's the first kind of viral time. So people didn't know.
People
like,
still talk about it to
do you
this
know what I
day,
mean? Like,
mad,
I suppose now people can go, oh, that's Ty because you've made
all over
such a
TikTok
big name
and-
of
yeah.
your name. But then it was like, is that fucking Ed?
Yeah, like the some were posting it, they were like, Ed Sheeran's here, and
Right.
like they were...
So they put you ringside,
Yeah.
which is mad, next to Rick Ross, which is even madder. So you're there ringside, and there, same thing. You're just basking in it. I'm gonna.
Literally, like I was just like, I'm one of these now. That's it. You know,
Right.
like forget the bingo life, forget the hazardous pizzas, forget all that.
You're literally at a seat that probably cost 10 grand.
Yeah,
Like-
serve with caviar.
Right, and you're at the front seat. And are you thinking then, let me bask in this, or do you think, shit, I might get caught now?
Now, the one thing that like made me worry about that was Josh Peters and Casper Lee literally went, yo, Ed Sheeran knows Justin Bieber,
Yes.
and they talk a lot.
Yes.
And then they went, and Justin Bieber's like round here, so if he bumps into you and speaks to you about something that he's told Ed,
Yes.
he'll catch you out instantly, because he could be like, have you come up with that new lyric and that
Yeah,
collaboration?
absolutely.
And I'd be like, what lyric? Do you know what I mean? Like, so it
So
could
it's
have
like,
really
drunk,
like
man,
foiled
drunk,
it.
man. Tell me the lyric, tell me the lyric.
And all he's got to do is one tweet, Justin Bieber. Do you know what I mean? Everyone finds out everything.
So Bieber's in the building.
yeah, we're dodging him. Like,
Right,
literally.
you're dodging him.
We're like the only people in America that would dodge him, you know, instead of
It's
going
mad,
to
isn't
him.
it? Yeah. So then at that point, do you think, right, we've done our job, let's leave, or do you, how does it work?
No, they sort of like went, let's just enjoy the fight. And then after that,
So you saw the whole fight?
so we saw the whole fight.
Oh,
We
you
found
filmed
some
it.
seats because we got moved by security. So they sort of like played it, like went into like this VIP bar bit sort of thing, like a proper segmented bit.
Mm.
But then Justin Bieber was in there. So all three of us like darted into the toilet looking like shady as anything.
Yeah.
Like, what are
Right.
we doing in there? You know?
Right, so you watched the whole fight?
And then we come out, and then because we were getting mobbed all over, the security just like dragged us to the nearest seat and was like, "You just stay there."
Yeah.
You know, basically tell everyone around me just be sound. So it was like all like four people around us, so the the rows.
Yeah.
They were just told like, "You're being watched. Don't touch him. Don't interfere," and that. And we just watched the fight, and then after that, I thought it's done. I thought,
Yeah, this is
we've
what I'm going to
fooled him,
get
We've
to.
got the reaction. There's been thousands
The crowd's
of people
going
all over
mad,
me,
people
yeah.
outside are stopping you. Then what in God's gift told you to go to the after party?
That was them. That was them. They were like,
Who?
let's
Who's
turn
them?
it up. That was Casper Lee and
Right.
Josh Peters. They were like, let's go to the after party and use Ed to get in because we've not got an invite.
Right, this
So
is the
literally-
KSI after party,
Yeah,
right?
it was mental.
Right. So they think, fuck it, right? We paid for this, we might as well do this, which I respect.
Yeah.
And you're up for it, yeah? You're like, well, it's worked so far.
Yeah. I thought, like, let's see how far we can push this now.
Right.
Like,
Go
out of
to the after
curiosity.
party. They let you straight in.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, it was,
No
it was
hesitation.
mad when they let us in because they all got turned down. So I watched Keemstar and all the people that I'd look up to get turned down from the club, and then Josh Peters just come to the Hummer because I was waiting inside. They told me to stay out of the crowd because
Yeah,
we were
that's
just
right.
getting absolutely mobbed.
Yeah.
And then they went, Ed, we need you to like let us into the club. So I was like, what do you mean let you guys into the club? It's like 10 of the biggest YouTubers in the world that like I watch. And then they went, we need you. So like I come out.
And they think you're Ed
And
still.
it was like, I felt like I was Jesus. Like the big crowd that was like all outside, just trying to get a bit of a buzz, just went, just partied. They were all looking like gobsmacked, staring in awe. And then I just walked through like between all these people, like I just parted the seats with these 10 YouTubers. Like, I sit on my bed like watching like eating pizza.
Right.
And they go, hey Ed, who you with? Like, we've got to get you in first. And then I'm with these guys, and I'm letting these guys into a club. It was like such
I would've said,
a
guys-
role reversal in my head.
I would have said, guys, it's like $1,000 each. Yeah. How amazing though.
It was mad, honestly.
Right. You lead them into the party, now you're partying.
And not only did I lead him in, like another guy stopped me and he went, I own a Lamborghini business and helicopter business. If you need anything, a private jet, you name it, I'll sort you out. Like he said, free on me, on the house. I was like, I'm getting offered all this, what the hell? And I was only staying for the day. If I would have stayed for a week, I'd be ringing that number.
So you,
flying all over.
so you staying in LA for one day?
Literally one day. It was like
Wow.
literally in one day, do the gig, do the party, slept for a few hours, but I didn't sleep for like 4 days before anyway, so it was just sheer adrenaline.
How you handle that
going.
flight, bruv, alone? What's that, 12 hours or something?
Yeah, and the worst part is like I lost my can I say vape? Or is that bad? Well, I lost like
Well,
a
you said it,
device
man.
on there that
Yeah.
I use for stress, should we say?
Right.
So I left that in the taxi and I was just there for 18 hours, like just grinding my teeth, like, oh, I need one now. Like, especially after all that adrenaline just
Yeah.
like crashed on you.
But in the party, you end up partying with KSI.
Yeah, and he ended up partying with him.
How's
as
that
well,
happening?
And it's even madder because like we've met like 3 or 4 times after that as well.
Right.
So like I was a ring girl at a fight.
You was at the Benn fight.
Yeah,
I
the
was
Benn-
there, so I'm
yeah.
gonna get to that. Don't worry. Let me just ask you this. But when you see KSI for the first time, does he think you're Ed then?
Yeah, he thought it was Ed as well. So he was
Right.
like raving, partying. They brought out a sign saying like Ed and KSI and all that.
Right.
Vibing about it. I was like, it's even written in writing.
So
like, people
at
are
that
buying
point,
it.
do you not want to say anything, or do you think I can't? It's
I was
gone
just,
too far.
yeah, I was locked in that. It's like one of them things. Like, say if someone approaches me in the street, it does go past the point, because by the time you miss the point of saying I'm not Ed, and they're already like, you know, emotional, happy, and they've called the mum and they're showing the mum. It's like, if I say this now, I'm gonna like ruin their day. Do you know what I mean? So you sort of just gotta lock into character and just keep the vibe going.
I hear that, because just before we started filming, we FaceTimed my 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I thought, let me do it, not as a joke, but let me do it. And she's very talkative, but the second she saw you, she froze. She was like, that's Ed Sheeran. Now, she believes you're Ed Sheeran. So now I'm thinking in my head, have I done something good or bad? Because now she fully believes
because in that moment,
Daddy's sitting with Ed Sheeran.
That's it. In that moment, it looks like shooting a kitten in the face. You can't do it. It's like,
Right.
no
So now
way.
what do I do now tomorrow? Because she's going to run to school and go,
tell all the
my
friends.
dad did Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
What's the plan B?
Do you get, so I completely understand that kind of moment of, do you kind of, I don't know, it's like Santa Claus, isn't it? Do you tell them Santa ain't real?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, unless like they point it out themselves, and I'll agree with them and go, yeah, I'm just a lookalike, do it as a job, you know,
Right.
what have you. You can get a picture if you like, or you know, Hayu's on the video, or whatever it may be. Do
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
So KSI thinks you're Ed. You
yeah,
party
so he
with
thinks
him.
I'm Ed. I'm like deep in, like he's like he's heard about me anyway, like, you know, with the fight.
Right,
so.
you do that, come out of there, high fives everywhere. We have smashed.
Yeah, like literally went back to the hotel, not the hotel, the house that we were staying in, crashed out completely. And because I was getting like free champagne. Like, I think there was like this champagne that was like £100,000. And obviously,
Cristal.
I've never
Dom
been
Perignon.
I've never been offered like something like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? I'm just a normal guy that works in a bingo hall that like failed
Right.
school and failed life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm there with this £100,000 champagne, no word of a lie, right? I had a sip of it and I thought, I've had White Ace that tastes better than this.
Yeah. Man's old school. Man likes the super tea. Did you not want to ring the Jack guy and say, look, bruv, if you fly me back to London tomorrow, do you know what I mean? Like, I need
Keep the
to-
ball rolling. Like, Ed's now the bingo worker.
I need to get to the gig. Okay, so job well done. Josh is happy. Everyone's happy. But then you kind of land in the Sun newspaper.
Yeah.
So how is that then when you see in that? Because it's like, this is like big now. Like it's big then, but to be like in the Sun newspaper, how is that?
It was mad. No, I've been in the Sun before that though.
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
I didn't know that.
Like, so it's like quite almost like everyday life. Like since 16, I've been in and out the papers and
Right,
stuff.
but this
so-
is fully article. I don't know if you had an article that big. You've had
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So like,
right,
I did a 10K run, and then literally someone just spotted me, and then it went all over the world, like as if like, because it was like no one knew I existed. You
Right.
know, like, because I wasn't nowhere near out there.
Yeah.
So I was just doing a 10K run for the bingo hall for charity. And as I'm running, like, one of the press snapped a picture of me. And they're like, is that Ed Sheeran in the race? And there was, like, some big conspiracy. And then it was this Ed Sheeran bingo lookalike worker. My mum and dad were in Benidorm, picked up a paper and saw me on it. And they were like, shit, Ty, you're massive. Like, we're
Right.
reading you here in Spain. You know, like,
But as big as the story gets, like Ed Sheeran goes backstage or whatever it was, when that video comes out, it gets millions of views.
oh, yeah,
like-
it was just, like, off the bat, it was just, like, viral. And then obviously you had the papers and, like, they were just trying to, like, get, like, other stories and... like parts of my life. Like after that, actually, they got another part of my life, which was they got into like my relationships. I would like looking like Ed, and then finding a relationship. You know, like the complications of it, because I have like this personality that's me, but people think it's Ed. You know what I mean? So it was like a bit of a good question for them to ask, but they overemphasized it is the best way to put it in the papers.
Is it like invasive then? A bit too invasive now?
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's invasive.
Right.
Like it's not like there's paparazzi outside my door.
No, but the stories I'm saying. Like,
yeah, the story, they plucked something because they were asking me like 10 questions, and then one of the questions was like, what's your relationship life like with looking like Ed and going out and finding someone? Like, and I said sometimes it can be a bit of a nightmare because I've you know, got to know someone in the past, and then I've realised that like they don't like me as a person. They were just like sold on the Ed look. Do you know what I mean?
So that's the actual thing then.
Yes, and that was like a whole new article where it's like, it does my head in that I can't find a girl, and it was just dramatised. This was all plucked out of like one sentence.
Right.
That they'd asked me. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what the press do,
So,
isn't it?
so it was like I'd gone to the press, like, oh, I'm stressed out, oh, I can't find a girlfriend, my life's ruined and all that, and it wasn't.
Was you finding that with girls? They were
Yeah,
kind
a few
of
times.
using...
That's why I said it. Yeah, actually, they said, you know, like on the on the interview, they were just like, "What's it like?" And I just give them like a brief description. Like it was no biggie. It doesn't affect me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like I sit there crying about it.
No, I hear you.
And then they just made it like a massive thing. But the most ironic thing is like I've been in the papers. Like I don't know if someone's just a super fan and likes me for looking like Ed Sheeran, and then literally the love of my life is an Ed Sheeran super fan. So I look like the biggest hypocrite. It was like God just did like a joke.
Is that you? Right. We're gonna get to how you met. Do you know what I mean? Had you met Amanda then at this point?
No, I didn't meet Amanda then. Yeah.
Right. So you're just using him basically. You're just using him.
Yeah.
It was mad how she met though, because we both had different opinions on each other. This is how like we like got to know each other, because she thought it was gonna be like this big-headed dickhead, basically full of himself, like get any girl and all that type of guy.
Yeah.
And I thought she's gonna be one of them hugs you all over you, ask the same questions that I hear every single day. And
right.
Maybe just to stress. And she gave me an handshake, and she didn't really mention Ed. She just was like interested in my hobbies.
Right.
And she actually showed a genuine interest, and I was like, hang on, this is like knocked me off guard here.
Right.
So we just like got to know each other and stuff, and time went on, and like in fact like a few weeks I was like, we were just talking, weren't we? And then literally it was like, this is the love of my life, so much so that like literally I got a tattoo, which my first tattoo I got with her.
Straight away.
Not of a name, no, just
we're going mad.
just some mushrooms. I don't know if you can
I can
show that type of mushroom
No, that's
on
fine.
the camera.
Right. Why did you get mushrooms?
Well, basically, I tried them.
Right.
Psilocybin.
Right.
Because I've read and heard a lot. Like at the time, I was like a bit like depressed.
Right. Why was you depressed?
I just fell into a depression. I think it was life, you know, and like just things get too much. Like everyone gets like a depressive spell, I think.
Right.
You know, like you really down. But like, I ended up feeling nothing for 2 years.
Can you pinpoint that to anything? But you're doing the Ed stuff.
I think it was like my ex as well. Like she was depressed. It rubbed off on me. I'm a bit of like a, you know, I feel the room in a way.
Right.
So you're going back to someone that's depressed as well.
Right.
And you're doing like a job, and then you've obviously like, you had your ups and downs in your career. Like you were still going back to the same bingo wall. It like mashed my head up a bit, and then lockdown happened. And I just sat there, like I was researching it, and it was like Liberty caps, like or not Liberty caps, but psilocybin can break depression.
Right.
And I was curious, and literally it was around the time I actually met Amanda. Actually.
Right.
So basically, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to try and went on a website, found some in, you know, what's it called? The Netherlands.
Right.
And I thought I'm going to do like a little self-experiment.
Yeah.
Not going to have much, just going to have a bit. And I did it, and it really did just reset my brain.
Is this like microdosing?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Right.
And literally, it worked.
So you're not tripping or anything like that?
No, it was like just microdoses,
Yeah.
but like I was having them quite a bit. And then literally I was like wanting to go on runs. I was like smelling new things. Like my whole sense of smell, everything changed completely. Because it was like, when you give off depression and stuff, your neurons get burnt out. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas when you have psilocybin, it reconnects certain parts of your brain.
Okay.
So my sense of smell changed.
Okay.
Like I was getting like childhood smells all over the show that were dead nostalgic, and actually, like it was mental. It really was. And then I was like, do you know what? I vouched for it. So I got the tattoos because I was like, you know what? That thing can save lives. You know, like, but obviously it's illegal. So it's like contained, and I see why I easily come across it. 'Cause it's such a controversial subject.
Have you looked at that ayahuasca stuff?
Yeah, I've looked at all that, like the Joe Rogan stuff.
I know a few people that have done it, and it's like there's some next mind.
One of my friends did it actually. Yeah, Will.
I've been offered it for free.
No way.
To do it as long as I talk about it on the show, but I'm scared, man.
Is that the guy in Yorkshire? Is it?
No, you have to go abroad and do it because it's illegal.
There's a guy that does it in Yorkshire.
Really?
My friend, yeah, check it out.
No, this is like with shamans and that. You got to go to Spain and that. You got to get the shamans out. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, not allowed to say that.
I won't go to Brassy Willow.
No, he's put it on YouTube. Everyone can see it.
Well, listen, I don't want to get in the middle of a domestic here.
Do
you get me?
It's all right. Like.
All right, but yeah, apparently Spain and stuff like that. All right, cool. So Amanda, you're an Ed super fan.
Yeah. I have like splashback in the kitchen of him.
Splashback in the kitchen is going crazy.
I have curtains.
Yeah.
I'm a super fan.
You're a super fan.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you know, I presume you'd seen Ty before.
No, she never knew it existed, and she was only...
Never heard of him?
Never heard of him.
10-minute drive away, wasn't it? Like, literally.
10 minutes away from me. And my friend rang me up one day and she said, guess who I've met? And I was like, who? And it was Ty.
Even your friends would see me in the bingo hall, didn't they?
My friend...
And they never said anything. It was dead mad. It was like...
mentioned him.
So when you see him for the first time, are you like, that's Ed Sheeran?
I was thinking he was going to be a massive prick.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
looking
joking.
at me like I'm a dickhead who likes Ed Sheeran.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
And she shook my hand. But it was that stood out for me, because like, I'm not like someone that hugs and, you know, like gets in people's space. I
Yeah.
like a bit of space and
Totally,
stuff.
yeah.
So when she shook my hand, I was like, oh, that's actually like, that's what I do.
Right.
And I'm like a sucker for like, you know, going into like awkward situations where like someone will go in for a hug and you stick your hand out and jab them in the belly and you're like, oh shit, I thought you meant an handshake,
Right,
you know,
right.
something like.
I had a bit of an
So it was like
attitude.
no awkwardness really.
But then where do you draw that line with, because you're Ed Sheeran super fan, and it's like, is there a conflict? I don't know. How does this
there is
work?
no
Where,
line.
are the lines blurred?
Because of how he is as a person, if you knew him, you can't, I don't think you could confuse the two.
Right.
Like him, he's such a character and he gets on my nerves. Like no one would get on my nerves. I don't think Ed Sheeran would get on my nerves like he does.
Right.
That's marriage for him.
But he looks so much.
Yeah. I don't see it anymore.
Okay,
I don't really see it.
I can understand that because obviously you're with him a bit.
Yeah, I don't really see it. I see, like, if Ed Sheeran's wearing something or whatever, I might think, oh, better buy that, get it, and sort of dressing the same. But,
You dress him the
you
same.
know, like, if I'm looking for a style or something, or he's coming on a show. Or
Right. So you kind of help that side of the career.
I love that kind of stuff, yeah.
Right.
So I might do stuff like that for him.
Yeah. Have you met Ed?
I've not met Ed. I
Oh.
don't want to meet Ed.
Why?
I just don't.
Why?
I don't know.
You're a super fan.
I know.
What do you
I'm
mean?
so embarrassed.
Oh, is that why? Because you're that much of a fan?
Mm.
Okay. Come on, man. Make it happen, bro. What's the matter with you, bro?
Do you know, there's been a few times where we've had close calls, haven't they?
Yeah. I'd melt, I'd die, I wouldn't even be able to speak, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you guys were saying off camera that your wedding was lookalikes.
Yeah.
The whole thing was lookalikes.
Yeah, like so, like loads of my lookalike friends. Like 'cause she's dead fascinated by her and her mum actually. Both of them team up. And
Right.
they're dead fascinated by like lookalike lives and
Always
stuff.
look alike.
Oh yeah, your uncle was an lookalike one as well, yeah.
Of
For Simply Red.
Simply Red.
Mick Hucknall, he's the
Yeah,
man.
Mick
That's
Hucknall,
rare.
yeah.
Listen, if I get Mick Hucknall, that's
He plays and everything, doesn't he?
Simply Red is my yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so my uncle does it.
Okay, fair enough. So, have you got like friends then that you know? Is there a lookalike world that you're a part of then? I guess a community.
Yeah, it was like quite weird to like invite them because obviously these guys have been on wedding gigs with them, so it's like.
So people you gig with, right?
Yes, it's like I want to bring you as a friend, but you're going to feel like you're in a job. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But literally, they said, and they offered him a fee. Like, I'm not just going to be like, I want a freebie off your mate's rate or anything. I was like, I'll pay full rate. Like, you need to be there. And obviously, it's a wedding. You throw cash out anyway. Do you know what I mean? So like, we offered him, and like literally every single one of them were like, nah, Ty, you're my mate. And they travel like all the way around the UK, just to come, got hotels and everything. Like, we paid for an hotel because that's the least we could do. Do you know what I mean? And that's all they insisted. They were like, we insist, you know.
But your wedding was a whole lookalike theme.
And it spiced it up, didn't it?
Right.
With lookalikes.
Yeah, 'cause you had an
Beautiful.
Ed Sheeran tribute playing, didn't you?
Ed Sheeran tribute playing, like, I'd say he's the best in the world.
Right.
We had an Ed Sheeran cake.
Right.
I had Sheeran.
A Thai cake, basically.
Yeah, with all lyrics.
Right.
But yeah, so I did theme it all on Ed Sheeran.
Did you try and reach out to Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did actually, and his team actually did get back, didn't they?
Right.
And he said he'd actually like to do it, but he was in France at the time, so.
I changed the date. Why did you change the wedding date? So listen, when you not in fucking France, you're changing the date, bruv. Do you know what I mean? How lovely though.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful.
That was
thing.
nice, because like we never even expected to get a response. It was just shot in the dark, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, busy guy.
Yeah.
But I've heard a few times in podcasts where he's said himself, like, you know, if it's a friend or someone close to me and they want me to sing at the wedding because his songs are wedding songs, a lot of the big ones.
I have it on good knowledge and authority that he's one of the most down-to-earth people you could ever meet.
I've heard that, yeah.
I've heard it from
and he
numerous
was down to
people.
earth when I met him
That's
as
what
well.
I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Like,
wouldn't
I've
think
got
he
to
was a
say that
celeb.
I know people that know him personally very well, and I hear the same things from numerous people. So I
That's
can
good,
imagine
yeah.
that he would be. Do you know what I mean? Up for doing that. Just going back to when you're in the sun and stuff. Is that a bit of a double-edged sword? Because everyone now knows that you're not Ed Sheeran kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
How
it
do you
was like
see
a
that?
double-edged sword, because it's like, which direction do I go now? Do I like just keep driving the train that way?
Right.
And then like everyone will know me for me. And then if it does go that way, then doesn't that kill the buzz of the Ed Sheeran stuff?
Exactly.
But it's like, to be fair, it's mad because it's just like, it just gets bigger. That's the only way I can put it.
Right.
Because you just reach out more consistently to a bigger audience.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like a pulse, basically. That's the only way I
But
can
when you're in a
explain.
YouTube video that's got 15 million views and you're in the Sun newspaper, like, it's pretty damn big.
It's mad, yeah. But like people will see like other things as well. So
Right.
it just that's what I mean. Like they'll see that, and then you'll think, oh shit, everyone's seen me now. That, you know, the cover's blown. But like,
So is that when you come back, do you start embracing Thai then, doing Thai stuff? Do you get on that?
Yeah, 'cause I
how
wanna
do you
do,
merge
like-
the two? Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah, because I like presenting and stuff like that. You know, where I can just like focus on like what I've got to say and what products I'm selling, or you know what I'm doing, and I'm just in like my zone almost when I'm presenting.
Yeah.
In fact, my weak point is actually like just being in crowds and stuff, like, 'cause it gets me anxious. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Why is that?
just I think it's just I'm quite an anxious person anyway, just off the bat. Not
Right.
like massively.
No, I hear you.
But like I can look calm on the outside, but I'll be just like an anxious wreck
Hmm.
on the inside. And I'm a massive loner as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not sad, not in a sad way. I choose to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
that's
like
the life
your own
I
company.
prefer. Yeah, just
Yeah, I
like
hear
my
it.
own company. So like obviously when I'm in a crowd, it's the polar opposite of what I'm comfortable with. So I feel like dead anxious, and with being ginger, I was bullied in school, so I don't have a good relationship with people as well.
Right.
So it was like all that at once. Like when I go into a crowd, it's like it's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean?
Were you like bullied heavily or?
Quite bad, yeah.
Yeah. And look at you now,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? Who's and then how lovely is that someone like Ed Sheeran got for like ginger people and stuff like? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, and now it's like, look at me now.
It was honestly, it was crazy. Like, and the mad thing is like, I distinctively remember this moment, and it was back in school because that was when Ed Sheeran was coming about and stuff like that. And I remember just thinking, I've had enough of life. Like, this was before, like, you know, Ed Sheeran stuff. And I had like a bit of a breakdown in my room, and I prayed to God. I was like, make it change. And this is honest truth, God's honest truth. I've told you, haven't I? And literally, I prayed to God. 2 weeks later, that's when my friends were coming up to me like, yo, Ty, do you play guitar and sing? And it was like a wink off God. It was the weirdest thing. And I had goosebumps in that moment. Like I was certain it was going to change. I'm going to be like someone that people come up to in a happy way. And they're not there to kick the shit out of me and burn my hair. And you know what I mean? Like, do all that.
So you was getting bullied that badly?
Yeah. And then literally, I remember just like literally going in my bedroom, just breaking down, crying. I had enough of it all. And I don't know what come over me. I just desperately prayed, like, you know, like, just please make it change. Just like tears streaming down my face. I can't breathe. Like when you're crying and your breathing's like all panty.
Yeah.
And I had the weirdest, like, it was like a calm feeling instantly. Like soon as I said that, it was like everything went calm.
Wow.
And then like 2 weeks later, Ed Sheeran come about.
Look at that.
And I instantly sort of thought, like, no way. Like, you know, in the background, because I couldn't tell everyone, like, oh, I was dead miserable a few weeks ago when I prayed for it. I'd look like a nutcase, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear
like,
you.
But life only makes sense backwards, you know what I mean? So, like, now I can say it because, like, that's, like, my whole chapter of my life. Like, if it was happening, it'd sound like I'm just chatting,
No, I hear it.
you know, to, like, fill in the gap. But no, serious, like, and then literally ever since then, like, kids in the school coming over, like, fucking hell, you like Ed Sheeran, like, people getting pictures.
And then the bullying starts instantly?
And it's really mellowed out, and ended up being like a kid where people like be interested in, you know, instead
Wow.
of like.
Yeah.
And I swear to you now, it was like the maddest thing. So it was like the most like popular kid in school, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
just
stood out over them, all of them. They were like, yo, like he's playing You Need Me, like, you know, he's like that guy, because Ed Sheeran was hot round, you know, that time.
Of course.
So like around 2010, 2011. So like literally,
18 and
it
all
was
that.
like my life went from like there to there, just polar opposite. Like within like a few weeks, it was absolutely crazy. And I remember distinctively like the whole period thinking back to going, there must be a God or something. Like the odds of like someone to have ginger hair and blue eyes, which is literally the rarest combination of person anyway, to then just break famous and everyone find out about him 2 weeks later, dresses like you, looks like you, and everything. Like it was the weirdest. I can't explain it. It's just, it must have been like the craziest coincidence.
Like the lotto,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like winning the lottery basically. And then, like I said, like it's like God sometimes plays jokes on me, because it's like when I was in the newspaper, like, God, like, you know, I'm stressed out of super fans, and then like the love of my life is a super fan. So it's like almost like, you know, there's someone up there just like messing with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Ed, are you listening? You're only famous because Ty prayed, baby. You get what I'm saying? No, I love that. I actually love that for you. Singing wise, did you not want to learn singing and think like I could do this lookalike thing gig wise and kind of up the ante?
I tried it, but like because it's not my hobby,
Right.
I find it hard to concentrate on
Right.
it. It's like almost like a lesson because I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
It's just.
But you've
literally-
tried it.
I tried it, yeah, but like because I can't sit there for hours, you know, plucking a string on a guitar or trying to sing a note. I just get too distracted, and
Right.
it's just like unless I actually like it and I
Yeah.
just get into it,
Yeah.
then I probably do it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like because
people must ask you all the time, can you sing that, Ed? Do you know what I mean?
all the time, yeah. So that's why I just throw out a little bit, you know, if I've got to convince.
Do you
them
not
that
just want to learn
shaking-
a little one song in it? Like,
Yeah.
just a little, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I've learned like one song, but it's not like nowhere near like Ed, so I don't put the time in.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I think it was Ed that said, there's no such thing as talent, it's just persistence with time or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so if you like something, you're going to naturally invest more time into it.
Right.
You're going to pay more attention to it because it gives you, you know, joy in your head.
Totally.
So obviously, like, you're going to look at it from a different angle and learn it quicker and spend more time and,
absolutely,
you know, commit to it more. Whereas, like, for me, I'm like, if it's not my cup of tea, it's blind. It's like out of sight, out of mind type deal.
So kind of after the Josh thing, what are the standout ones after that? You just still getting gigs and it's kind of picking up?
Yeah, it was like picking up a bit, and then, Oh yeah, and then I went on Cameo, and then like I started making like, so I went on that, and it was just like kicking off, and then I was like, do you know what, this is doing all right.
So Cameo, you can do messages and shout out. And then can you say things like I am Ed Sheeran lookalike?
I had a bit of trouble.
Is
actually.
that legal? Yeah.
I had a couple of times like where I had a bit of trouble with Warner Music because of it.
Right.
Because obviously I didn't know the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I never really sat there to research it. I found out loads of stuff over the years.
Right.
Which had shocked people.
What have you found out? Tell us.
I'll tell you, like, so like basically, I was doing like just fake autographs, you know, like when I was like in United's training ground, like United's ground in the box.
Right.
And this lawyer was in there, just happened to be in there. And he said, like, you'll come here, like, you know, you can get to serious trouble. Like, if someone sells that on eBay and gets a picture of you with it, and he mentioned forgery, and it never even clicked. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, pretend to be a famous person.
So you're signing it as Ed?
No, just scribbling it.
Yeah,
like,
but that's not okay.
But they think it's Ed's signature, or it could look like. You know what I mean? So it's like fraudulent. Like, I'm telling them or making a verbal contract that I'm this person, this is the product, and then if they go to sell it,
interesting,
then it's fraudulent, and it works in like all these other ways. Like, you got to be dead careful. Like, say for example, like like I was young and single when I was 16, and I maybe like convinced a girl to the bedroom saying I'm Ed. That's statutory rape right there, because it's a false contract.
Right.
Actual consent. She's believing that I'm someone else. You know what I mean? Like, so he was telling me all this stuff, and it blew my mind, and I was like, oh, it's deeper than it is.
That's mad.
So obviously I'm treading on these landmines and stuff, like, you know, like trying to get my way through the industry, like stuff that, you know what I mean? Like,
of course.
It's a genuine question. People always ask, how do you pull girls with it and stuff like that? Because they wouldn't think, you know, like, no, if you look at the legal side, it's actually quite shady. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just something you just brush over. And going back to Cameo, basically, like, this radio station had booked me. And he said, oh, can you just say you're Ed and you listen to this radio station? It was just some random radio station all the way in America.
Right.
So I played the guitar, I was like, oh, this is perfect. You know what else is perfect? This radio station that I listen to every morning. And then literally, and then I did another one, it was like back to back almost, and they like double whammy, so like they put them together. And this rapper that was trying to get out of there, he booked me for like a roast request. So you can request where like I could roast someone for a joke. You know?
Yeah.
So he said, can you roast my new song, Hokey Pokey, like, you know, and all that. So I was like, don't listen to Hokey Pokey, it's absolutely whack, it'll make your ears bleed, honestly, it's just shocking, this guy's appalling, he shouldn't even... Yeah. And I said all that, and then I didn't realise, so I've just sent that Cameo, not even thought twice, and then I get a DM off like someone from Warner Music on Insta, and they said, we need to chat, and then they were like, I can't remember, Workman Bob or something from Warner Music, some random account.
Workman Bob, right.
So I was like, right.
Yeah.
And he sounded professional. I was expecting, you know, someone dodgy on the phone, like, I'm going to sue you, you know, someone joking. Yeah. But it wasn't like that. It was like some professional bloke. And I was like, and he said, there's two things that I need to discuss with you. Like, one, you're selling a radio station under the alias of Ed.
So you're saying this is Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, which I didn't know at the time. I thought, I'm acting as Ed Sheeran. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my character.
Yeah,
do you know? So I didn't see it as illegal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he said, and there's also this other video that's gone massively viral. This rapper only had like 10,000, you know, followers. And then the video where I dissed his, you know, new track and that, like, it got like hundreds and thousands of views. I think it got to like 1 million.
Right.
And all Ed's fan base were like, I can't believe Ed Sheeran's criticised another musician. And it was just like, and he was giving him such a bad image, and I was like, oh my God. Right. Well, that's just things that you brush over naturally. Sure. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm an Ed Sheeran lookalike, I act as Ed, do you know what I mean? Here's Ed. And then, oh no, and then I see you screwed.
What did the lawyer say in the end?
He said, if you continue to do this,
carry on, right?
So if it's like a business, like, or anything like that, because we made an agreement, because I was like, well, I've got to like use the word Ed, because that's the whole, you know, my whole job is, you know, you can't even say Ed Sheeran lookalike without, you know, to describe me without saying Ed.
Yeah.
So, she was like, can you use the word Ed? And only if it's like an individual purpose. So if it's for someone's birthday, I could say, oh, it's Ed here, or someone's wedding request.
But you can't say Sheeran.
But I can't say Sheeran. That was like part of the agreement.
Right.
And if it's a business, then it's just off the cards. But I've got a way around it. It's like if I introduce the video, I'll just say, hey guys, I don't need to explain who I am. You know, I'm playing guitar. They know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not saying anything, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're filling in the gaps.
Is that not pissing them off though? Because you kind of got an agreement with them, but now you're like, well, fuck you.
No, because I've agreed with them because I'm not saying anything. I'm saying, you know, I don't need to explain who I am, so I'm not even saying them.
And this is prior to AI. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Is not AI when people see it. Okay, so how much you making on Cameo?
I've stopped it for a bit
But
now,
then,
but I'm
like,
getting back into it. But like, I was making bank. I was making like.
I said, bang!
Serious, it was like mad. I was going into Mecca bingo, like, I don't need this job anymore. And when they realised that, I was like, I've got the pants now, you know?
Right, okay, so you're making enough to kind of leave.
Yeah. And then lockdown happened, and I just focused on like making a profile, doing marketing. I just got my head down completely, you know, like
Right,
just
I'm gonna
I
do
used
this.
lockdown as like a breathing space.
Sure, because you're still getting paid, innit?
Yeah, so
Furlough.
like-
We love a bit of furlough.
That's it, yeah.
So then you thought, fuck it, let me try and push this as much as I can.
Yeah, so I pushed it as much as I could, bought a guitar, learnt it, so you know, learnt a few bits and bats and that, just enough to sell the bullshit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then just like took it full time, and then my profile grew, like everything grew, like I was getting gigs left, right, and centre. And I just thought, yeah, I could just pick work when I want now, you know, instead of hoping it comes in.
And the price for gigs is going up?
Yeah, no, do you know what? I try and keep it fair, to be fair.
Okay.
Like,
Can we know how much that is, or is that private? It's like
oh, it's private information.
But
that
then if
one.
someone wants to book him, then how is that? They're going to find out anyway.
Yeah, just do the Instagram. They'll find out, yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to find out, give us a message on an inquiry.
Okay, and does that vary on what's kind of needed from you then? I guess.
Yeah, it does. Well, to be fair, it does vary, because if it's like a big business.
I love how Amanda came in this. Listen.
Yeah,
I love
she wears
that.
the
I love-
pants.
She said, listen. Right, but go on.
Yeah, so if it's a big business, then we don't feel cheeky saying, you know, give us this much, because I know that they can afford it.
It's a lot better to say what you're offering.
Yeah,
Okay.
That works a lot better.
because then you can see
Yeah.
what they're about. Because like, say if someone just pops up. And I
Yes
don't
or
know.
no, you could say these are our rates. This is what it is. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But I hear you. I hear
Well, some
you.
people pop up and they say,
You'll give them a lower rate
Yeah, totally.
and they'll offer more.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm glad I didn't give them a rate.
Or
Yeah.
you could offer them a high rate,
Yeah,
argument
'cause we
say 10 grand,
sometimes say-
and then they say no. And you say, all right then, well, what budget do you have in mind?
I do say that.
Come on.
it is a proper mind game.
Hey, I
though.
can manage you, you know. I don't mind. I take a small cut. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a proper business psychology sort of thing
Right.
going on, like, because you got to like weigh them up, weigh what they want,
totally
see like hypothetically like how well that's going to do with what idea they've got, and obviously what budget they've got behind it. Because sometimes you'll go to a gig and there'd be like fire dancers there, and they probably charged a bit, and then like in the past I'd say, because like I don't do like that type of contract anymore, but like you'd be getting like paid 50 quid,
Yeah.
and then you'd like see people like that were clearly paid loads more
Totally.
doing the same time.
Yeah. But I guess it's
And
a
then,
learning
like,
curve, right?
Yeah, it's all a learning curve. It shapes you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stones are smooth because they go through the ocean, do you know what I mean? Like,
Big lyrics. Ed's got the tiny lyrics, bro. Don't gas me. All right, cool. So after lockdown, you're like, I'm doing this properly.
yeah.
So
and
then, what are the turning points in your mind where you start getting like, this is bigger and bigger? Because obviously the Josh thing's happened now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you. Are there other ones? Because I saw one recently about the Man U stuff, but we'll do that in a second.
Yeah.
But prior to that, is there anything that kind of sticks out like, yo,
Saudi Arabia, that was a
like,
mad one.
talk
that, yeah.
to me. What happened, Saudi
So
Arabia?
basically, like, someone just popped up on my social media and he went, we want you for a marketing event in Saudi Arabia. And I was like, that's a mad country, that, you know, like, just out of the
Yeah.
blue. And then,
Habibi.
and
Extra
then-
zeros at the end. Right? Yeah.
and then literally, what was it? Like, we had a baby at the time. She was like, she wasn't even one washing.
Congratulations. Right.
And I was like, well, can you take my wife and me little one? Because I just had the baby as well. So it was like, I didn't want to be all the way in Saudi Arabia.
Absolutely.
I'm sort of like in that space of paternity leave.
So
Do you know
yes,
what I mean? Like, I
Habibi,
didn't want to
first
leave.
class. Come on.
So they were like, yeah, like bring her along. So we were in the Hilton, and it was mad. It was like I remember a point just like looking at like my wife and my daughter, and then out the window the whole desert, and I was like, what is my life like? Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and then literally like we did the gig there, but the
What's
mad
the
thing
gig?
was
What did you have to do?
I was literally all I had to do, and it was the same thing over and over and over again. Is had a curtain, and then they had like a cutout of Ed Sheeran. So they'd invite everyone in, and they'd sit down like a little room, like about the same size as this. You know what I mean? Like with a few seats in it. And these business people had come in. They'd sit down and they'd go, right, now here's a song from Ed Sheeran. And then they'd open the curtain and there's a cardboard cutout and they go, oh, there's some sort of mistake. So then they shut the curtain and then I come there with a little stool and then like, you know, get my guitar and then play and sing like a minute of Perfect. And then they're all shocked and they're like, no way. And they go, right, that's enough, there's your mini show. And it just like, it was like 9 hours straight of just like literally moving the cardboard thing, sitting there, playing Perfect, moving. And it was 3 days, 9 hours. Go, 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 go.
How much bank tie?
Oh, the guy, I won't say how much I charge, but he gave me like a $1.5 grand tip on top.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I've earned that.
And a Rolex, Habibi. Okay, fair enough. But that's lovely though, that flying your whole family. And,
yeah, so it's like a nice experience with the family, and then they've got money for the family. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like really nice.
And that's your main job now. You stopped the bingo.
Full time. Yeah. Like the bingo's shut down now. Actually, like completely closed.
But
like,
is that worrying for you? Because it must be times of amazement and then maybe times of quietness. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
It can get stressful. Yeah. Like so, say like. I don't know, like winter time's the worst.
Right.
Like, and a lot of entertainers have told me the same thing before I've even said it, and I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Right.
But like winter time, it can be just dead because it's like Christmas. Everyone's doing the marketing on Christmas and Santa Claus and all that. So everything is just like radio silence.
Right.
It's not festival season and music's popping and events are going on. It's just all Santa Claus. You know what I mean? And so it's like where Santa takes a seat around winter, so you can have like a quiet spell and you're like, oh, sugar. But then again, like. There's other ways to work around it. Like these, like a few places locally that you know that like keep it going, and I could do cameos, which you know Christmas cameos and stuff like that. So I just keep the ball rolling that way.
There's enough to kind of
supplement life. Yeah.
And then kind of how mindful are you? Let's say Ed was to change his look, would you follow it? Like let's say you started to grow his hair tomorrow, or
I'll do that, naturally, because I take my job seriously. So
right, that's what I mean. That like you take it very seriously. Do you know what I mean? Like if Ed was to do, I don't know what the if Ed was to put on weight, for example, would you?
Naturally put on weight or lose weight. And stuff like
would you kind of mimic that? To be
I'll try and keep up anyway, because like sometimes like you'll see him like 1 minute he's like overweight, and then you'll see him like with a six pack, and it's like damn, so it's like play catch up almost.
And kind of how long do you think this gravy train can run for? Because Ed's had an amazing career and long may it continue, but we all know what goes up must come down. Some point. Do you ever worry about that, or I'm living for now? Let me just.
I'm basically like half and half, really. Like, what I'm living for now.
Sorry, say that again?
I think he's like Elton John. He'll be.
You think he's like Elton John? Yeah. I hear that. I do hear that. I've got to ask these questions. I'm dissing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, but your gigs have like, you're constantly getting gigs.
Yeah, it's like a graph that's always going up, basically, because every year I always get that question like, oh, what if he was like come out as like this, and everyone hates him, or what have you.
Right.
But then like the next year I'd look back and go, damn, he's like twice as famous, and then like I've worry for a bit, and then so I've been like proved that like what I'm thinking, the negative side of it is like, oh, this could end like any day.
Right.
But then I've been proving myself over time that like, no, this guy's just getting bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like he's gone from like a guy on SBTV to a guy that the whole world knows.
Are you like saving your money, Ty? Are you?
I'm trying to put bits away and stuff.
Invest it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You meet Ed again in that thing, that lookalike thing that he did. Do you know what I mean? And he says, "I know Ty. I've, you know what I mean? When
but the fight scene was
no, it's at the radio thing. You know when Ed does the radio? Yeah. Sorry, I see that the other day, and he goes, "I know Ty." Do you know what I mean? So, how is that for you? Kind of, he knows who you are. It's clear to see his team know who you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It must be nice.
It's mad because like I don't know if it's me just being anxious, but because I've not spoke to him properly.
Right.
I don't know if he's happy or he's not with with like my stuff, like.
Sure. Because
then I'll see a video of him saying I'm an individual, and he'd be like, and then I'll read that, and then that'll play on your mind. Then like, does he not want an impersonator, or stuff like that?
So if Ed was to turn around and say he's not happy with this, what would you do?
I'd say, well, like I've got no degrees, so I've got nothing going for me. And if you're going to cut this road, supplement me, and I'll stop.
Right.
Cross me pound with silver, and I'll hang up the hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
I'd come to a deal with that, and then I would just do that instantly. Because I really couldn't care about fame, to be honest with you. Like I say, I'm a loner.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm only doing it through a business perspective. It's just a job. You know what I mean? Like, I've just been given this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let it go to waste. And I've got nothing else going. Like, I can't just go, I'm just going to do engineering and earn a shed load of money because I've got no degrees. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just literally playing with the cards I've been dealt. Do you know what I mean? Like,
people that I know that know him have told me that he would be happy with this. He would find this funny. He would.
Oh, that's relieving. To be
But
fair.
I don't quote me. But people that I know him have told me that I've had this conversation.
Because I did have a bad run-in with his security.
Right,
And
that was recently.
That was recently, yeah. That's what really played on my mind.
I'm going to talk about that because I saw that video. But just after the Saudi thing, what other top gigs kind of stick in your mind?
There's been quite a few. There's like I worked with Mr. Beast in Paris. That was quite interesting.
Okay, what do you mean? Like, you can't just throw in these names like, yeah. Okay, how does that happen?
So literally just, they got hold of me through my Instagram, didn't they?
Who?
Just like,
Mr. Beast?
It's like this team, so this team just get in touch with you. Mr. Beast doesn't directly message you. It's like, he's one of them, like, I come to you, you don't come to me, you know, type guy.
Yeah, right.
And then, like, they just get in touch and, like, twice I've worked with him. But basically, yeah, they get in touch, and then it's like, Mr. Beast in Paris, we want you to do this. What's your fee? Bam, we give him the fee. Agreed. And then I fly to Paris, and then I see Mr. Beast, talk to him for a bit, I can't remember what the video was called. You know it, don't you, Amanda? It's like a real or fake episode, basically. So it's a real or fake episode on Mr. Beast. So basically, they get a Rolex, and they get me, and I've got like the tattoos showing.
Right.
And then basically, I stand there and they go, what's real? Is it the Rolex or is it Ed Sheeran? And then basically he's got a pick and he couldn't really pick and stuff. So that was like the first bit of content with him. And then after that, I went, they flown me to LA to work with him a few months ago on a bit with Kevin Hart.
Right.
So basically, like it was like 4 lookalikes, I think it was. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4 lookalikes and then the real celebrity. And it was one of them where like the lookalikes had to stand there. So with like my friend, the Justin Bieber lookalike that lives in Paris.
Right.
And a few others. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. Jake, yeah.
But you're there with Kevin Hart?
And then the real Kevin Hart, like stood like basically next to me there.
Right.
And then we stand there and then he gets the contestants and they go, right, you got to pick the real celebrity. And I was quite honoured because they were weighing up whether it was me being the real Ed Sheeran or the real Kevin Hart. And I was like, damn, if they pick me, that's like madness. Like, cause these stories of like the Dolly Parton lookalike coming second in her own lookalike contest and she took part. You know what I mean? Like, so it was one of them where it's like, this could actually prove the pudding.
But how is that meeting kind of Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the world? Like, how is that you're in the room with these people?
It's quite crazy because like it's almost like the buzz wears off in a way. It's like, but not in a depressing way.
No, I totally understand.
More of a professional way. It's just like, you know, he's in it to do money and does what he does. Right. I just see him like that, and then so then you're not questioning like, oh, I've seen this video, what you did, and you know, you're not talking like on that level. You're talking on like, oh, what's your hobbies, and you know, it's just like as if like you're a colleague, you know, like
totally.
That's literally how I see like a lot of celebrities now because I've seen loads of them, and I'm someone that like if I wasn't famous tomorrow, I would not lose sleep over it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so like I just see it as like a mellow thing, for almost like an outside view. Do you know? Then like
totally.
I can't like that's the best way to put it, like an outside view.
And then like Kevin Hart, for example, like these are big. These are
shook his hand like, good job, man. That's it.
That's it. Like I'll crack on, mate. I'll crack on.
But that's how I feel, and I do reflect because I think when I tell people these things, they're shocked. Like, oh my god, you met so and so, you met. Yeah. And I see their shock, and I sometimes feel a bit ungrateful, and I'm like, do you know what? This is like a waste on me.
But you're
if
the
they
inside
look like
out,
a celebrity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like, so sometimes it's a bit of a battle because I do feel like almost like, what's that saying? Like, imposter syndrome is that the word?
Right. Yeah.
So like, I do think like sometimes I'll sit there and I'll think because me personally, like I couldn't care if like, you know, the biggest celebrities in the world just all come bombarding in here.
Yeah.
And I think, but I've been given these opportunities to see him, but then I don't really show. Well, it's not I show appreciation or an arsehole to him. I see him as a person. I treat him as such. And I feel like with me living my life, it's nice for people just to know me as Ty and look behind the mask a bit. You know what I mean? Like a bit of. So I feel like I can relate to them.
Come a bit closer, sweetie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
In a certain way, not like, oh, I'm a celebrity myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can sort of understand their mindset of how they get the same questions every single day, the same words, you know what I mean? The same phrases. So it's nice to break that mold and just, you know, just speak to them as a person, as a colleague, because they get it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
does it get boring for you?
I wouldn't say it gets boring. I'd just say it becomes more of like a
work,
yeah. That's the only way I can put it. Yeah.
And then kind of obviously you're Thai underneath. So when you kind of speak to people, are you? I don't know how much of Thai comes out, and how much are you aware of like, yo, these people only just want the initial thrill of thinking it's kind of Ed Sheeran as opposed to really knowing Thai. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I don't know, like I don't take that too much to heart. Like, I could just say it's a nice touch, but like I'm a loner, so like I'm someone that likes my own company. I love a bit of fishing, you know, a bit of solitude and stuff like that. So like, I could take it or leave it. Do you know what I mean? In a way, but it'd be nicer to not have your head wound up by the same phrases. You know, when people come up to you and it's in it, Amanda, it's the same.
What's the thing they say the most?
Oh, they go, "Oh my God, are you Ed Sheeran? Oh my God, Ed Sheeran!" Like, you know, like,
Right.
and they say this exact same thing, like everyone's an NPC. So you'll walk through your day of people coming up to you on the street, "Oh my God, Ed Sheeran, oh my God, Ed Sheeran,
Right.
oh my God." And it's the same words from different people.
So
and
what is your normal answer?
it's robotic, so I don't even think.
So what do you say?
Like, literally, like, I just say, "Oh, I get that a lot." Like, literally, it's the same script.
Okay, so you
copy
don't
and
say
paste.
yeah, you don't run with it.
No, just say I get that a lot, and then, because I like just to keep on moving with my day, because usually I'm doing something when I'm out, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right.
shopping and I've got a shocking memory, and if I get distracted and get even remotely into a bit of a conversation with a stranger,
Yeah.
that shopping list is gone out. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
And how much do you get stopped on a daily basis?
quite often, so I wear a hat. I've got to wear a hat now, basically, because the hair's like the most distinguishing feature.
Right.
So if no one can see my hair colour and I've got an hat over it,
Yeah.
it's a bit more like low profile. But I
Right.
still get it with a hat. You
Yeah.
know, like, because I look like Ed Sheeran with a hat on. Oh, you have to go.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm just saying it gets crowds of people. We get booted out of shopping centres.
Right.
Yeah, the local shopping centre
So
with
you
bars
get booted out of shopping centres and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the local shopping centre near us in Manchester called the Trafford Centre.
Trafford is massive. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's like a big shopping
It's
centre.
huge.
And there's an influencer. Have you heard of him, Dean Dodd?
No.
He's a guy on. He's like an influencer on Instagram, and he goes, "Do you know who I am,
Right,
kid?"
right.
And does like this like crazy things.
Right.
So basically, one of his things was like to get me to smash a guitar over his head.
Yeah.
But like before I even seen him, I had just the biggest crowd. I think it was 400 people, the security said, around me like, at any given moment. So all their security were forced to me to like, you know, monitor the crowd and control the crowd because they were all just too much coming
Yeah.
from everywhere and blocking
Yeah.
like all the areas. And then basically, like by the time I got there, it was you can see this in the video if you can get the clip of it.
Yeah,
Basically, like this Dean Dodd's there, like, "Go on, do it," and the head of security was like, "Don't do it." He's like, "Come on, do it." I'm there with this guitar, like, "Do I do it? Do I not do it?" And my brain just went, "You know what? Just fucking do it." So I started smashing him over the head with the guitar.
Yeah.
And then literally, like, but it was sound. It wasn't like I was being aggressive.
Yeah.
I've just come here to do a job. I've done the job now. I can go. I don't want to be a problem anymore. You
Right.
know, like, and they understood. They were very respectful. We cleared off out, and then literally a week later, was it a week or two later, or like a bit longer, about 3 weeks, wasn't it? And they had that Christmas fair sort of thing. So I went with me. There was like a Christmas fair going on there. So I took my daughter, and these security are on it. Like literally, like we pulled into the car park. Two of them were instantly walking out, knowing exactly where to go. Right. And the car park's massive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they must have like some next level security.
Right.
And they were like, "Sorry, babe, we can't let you in." I'm like, "I'm just here with my daughter today. I've got her out and sunglasses. Like, you know, I can cover up loads."
Yeah.
And we're just at that fair. They were like, "No, like, you've got to give us like a call like a week in advance." Because, like, obviously, if I cause a scene and the security are all concentrated on me and something happens,
Sure,
it's a risk. And they understood it, and they spoke to me on it. It wasn't like we were arguing, like, because I feel like a lot of security get a lot of slate, you know, like, so everyone's against them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas I understood them and was like, you know what, I get your point, I really do. And I get, like, even if I put a hat and sunglasses on, I look like Ed Sheeran with a hat and sunglasses on, so, like, you could still...
Okay, so you
do know what I mean?
can't really... Can you turn it off fully? Have you figured out a way where people don't bother you?
Well, I've heard that Ed Sheeran goes around with a balaclava. But I don't want to go around with a balaclava. I see too many people in Manchester with balaclavas.
That's the must side. Like, look, the must side.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like covering up my face like that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
So you can't really go out and not be stopped. You will always get stopped.
yeah, basically. But like, because I don't go out that much.
But have people not got used to the fact that it's your time because that's your area?
Yeah,
Do you
sometimes.
get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that's
they do.
fine,
To
man.
be fair, yeah, they actually do. Like
Right.
in my own area, but like, I'm talking like when I go out to like you know
Okay.
the big Tesco or something like
Right,
that. You know,
right,
where it's
right.
like a few
Right.
outsiders
Yeah.
coming in. That's like sometimes where it'll happen, and like just walking through like you know streets or certain areas and stuff like
So
that.
how much of like a hindrance is that, especially as a dad? Do you know what I'm saying? Because the last thing,
Do you know what? It actually
when
can
you-
be, yeah. Like,
of course,
it's like,
you know when you're with your kids, like I'm nobody, but people stop me sometimes. Oh, what's your show and whatever, lovely. But when I'm with my daughter, respectfully, I don't want to be
That's
I
it.
don't want to be
My
spoken
daughter's
to.
3. She's running around. I'm chasing after her. Like I was at
That's what I
like
mean.
a pub recently, and it was the same thing. Like they could clearly see that I was chasing my daughter. You know what I mean? It's a pub. It's busy.
Yeah.
And we're there for dinner. We just stopped by this random pub for dinner.
Sure.
But like this person like literally grabbed me by the arm, and it's like, oh, I'm chasing my daughter. Right? She could go out the door and run on the road or anything.
Yeah.
Just no like
Picture.
But even when you're eating food or anything, like no one like takes a second to go. If
Yeah.
I seen someone that was famous or anything, and I was that like, because I'm not, like I say, I'm not, you know, into it. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
care if Michael Jackson was sat there. You know what I mean? Like
I would, but I hear you.
but like yes, but people do.
MJ,
That's why I
you get
sort of feel like I've got imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
because
nah.
I just see them as, you know, just everyday people. But like
Yeah, but that's because you're in that world now. You've seen what it does to you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you'd understand it better.
yeah, so like
if that makes sense.
that's it. So like, and I don't think people they really like look past things because they're so blinded by what they see in front of them or that they want to see. Sorry.
Yeah.
So like, say Michael Jackson was eating his dinner. The first thing I'd be thinking is not get a selfie. If I want a selfie, make sure he looks like he's ready. I mean,
Yeah.
if I want a selfie, I'm going to wait because he's just existing and I want something from him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, say if someone was chasing his daughter, whatever situation it may be, like you can, I don't know if it's just me, but like you can visually see someone if they're busy or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
totally.
if they're trying to enjoy a peaceful meal or they're having a conversation with a wife, and I would never put in like, you know, when
And they
like,
might
people
see
do.
like, this is my one opportunity. I'll never see this person again.
Well, they could just wait. They could just wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but you say that, but just some people A don't want to wait. Some B think, right, if I turn my back, other people are gonna get. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's that
yeah.
thing, innit? Do people follow you toilets and shit and want photos?
Not really. Like I usually like have like a tactic. Like I look down, make no eye contact, and just jib to the toilet quickly, like and stuff like that.
But can you? So how much of like a hindrance is that? Do you get what I'm saying?
It
And
varies, to be fair. Like sometimes it's, I call it like a snowball effect. So say like I'm out in public, you'll get people looking.
I
and
know if you say yes to one photo,
That's it. Yeah, the snowball builds up, and then the crowd just gets bigger and
because
bigger
they
and
think,
bigger.
he's now taking
He's getting,
photos.
yeah. Oh, I can take a photo. I can take a photo. Who's in the middle of that? Oh my God, it's Ed Sheeran. I hear the word Ed Sheeran. I can see him there. And then,
We went to a cricket match.
oh, it was mental.
It was just us two.
Right,
And it was the England versus India game.
right.
And well, we were told to go, but it was just us two. We took a couple of pictures. The next minute, I couldn't even see him. I was just like.
So how is that for you as well? He could be dead in there. He's on that floor.
And I'd have no chance of getting out the centre of that
But how
crowd.
is that for you then, Amanda? Because like,
Oh, I'm like that. Get content.
oh, so you're good with it.
Well, it's not
Because
that-
date night could be date night. You don't want to hear that shit.
pisses me off.
Yeah.
When we're having dinner, like there's a boat we like to go on.
Yeah, the floating
And we
graves.
were sitting having dinner, and they'll come over. Just it stopped me going. I don't go now because they'll just come while you sat there eating. It's so it can be a bit rude.
But they could just wait till after dinner, because if someone's eating a meal, then they're clearly going to be committing to it for a certain amount of time.
And you've
Do
got to
you
be
know what I mean?
nice
Like-
in it because you can't be an arsehole. Cause
And you-
that-
yeah,
the
yeah.
reputation.
And I don't want to sound like an arsehole saying, just wait till I've had my dinner or something, because you don't want to have a mouthful of food. Like it's bad enough when the waiter comes over and you've got a mouthful of food and go, are you enjoying your meal? And you're there like, you know what I mean, looking your absolute worst. And it's like, can I get a picture, please? That's even worse. You know what I mean? Like, just wait till I finish my meal. You know what I mean? Just sit there, observe like what's going on in front of you, and just like, you know, or if I'm chasing my daughter, like I say, you know, like.
I was going to ask the question, can you appreciate though? But that's the life you chose. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm thinking, did you really choose it? Because it feels you look so much like him.
It
I don't think you
chose
can.
me.
Yeah. Did it choose you, bro?
Yeah, because it's like I'd never, like, honestly, if someone was to ask me before I knew Ed Sheeran existed, they're like, oh, you're going to pick this fame razzle-dazzle life, I'd be like, yeah, get lost. Like, yeah, that's not me, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And lo and behold, like, I feel like I've got to almost uphold it because, you know what I mean? Like, it's the best thing that I'm good at. Like I say, I've got no grades behind me. Like, the next best thing is a dead-end job, more and more time away from a family, which, you know what I mean, I love at the
Totally.
minute. So it's like, it's way too hard to let go. And obviously, like, it's entertainment for people, do you know what I mean? Like, and people save money, they can get the Ed experience, you know, not selling myself here, but, you know, you could get the virtual Ed and a bit of a, you know, celebrity gathering or public reaction or something for next to nothing. And I like helping small businesses because I think that, like, to start a business, that's the most magical moment, I feel. Like, it's like fame. It's like, you know, the start of, like, you know, being
the
famous
journey,
and you're
yeah.
meeting people and you're like, whoa, I've only seen these on the telly and all that. Like, the start of that is like the most, it's the most sentimental, do you know what I mean?
Totally.
It's like small businesses, I work with them happily because I know full well that Ed Sheeran is never going to go, I'm going to promote that kebab shop and spend all day doing TikToks and content
Yeah.
for that. And we'll give him like a, you know, the standard rate.
Yeah.
Just to help him out. And it's magical because you see that, them buzz off it. You see the managers buzz, you see the customers, and you see just, I get an enjoyment out of that.
But there is that element of happiness you provide others, kids,
yeah, and it gives me
etc.
happiness. Like, to not sound selfish, but I feel like proud that like I can make an impact.
Like,
you know, like
I know now my daughter's at home.
yeah, that's what I
doing
mean. Yeah,
star
it makes you
jumps.
feel nice in a way. Yeah,
She's doing star jumps. She's going. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's
and I like that. That
happiness.
warms
and
me up.
You brought happiness into people's lives. It's like a magical power, really.
Yeah, yeah.
So I suppose you've got to embrace it.
That's it, yeah,
How
yeah.
could you not? Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to embrace it. On the flip side, can you imagine what the real Ed Sheeran must go through? Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you're going through this, his life must be quite.
that's why he has security.
But it must be. But even then, it must be super isolated.
Well, he wears a balaclava, but it must be, like you say, isolated because, like, I've seen how it can snowball, and I'm not even the real one. And even people will still take pictures because I'm just like a wax statue there. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've Madame Tussauds has come to them, like, because that's clearly not the real one, but they'll get a selfie for, you know, the clout or what have you. So, like, the real one is, like, twice as worse, do you know what I mean? Like,
Is there anyone that you would like to meet, or you would get starstruck? Do you know what I'm saying? Is there someone that come?
do you know what? It's a crazy answer to this, and I've said this to the wife. Like, there's this professional, I do like fingerboarding as a hobby, you know, tech decks and that.
No, what's that?
Like, have you ever heard of them fingerboards, like a finger skateboard?
A finger skate? Oh yeah, I've seen him.
I'm
Right.
a bit of a sado, so I do that.
Right.
And I've always wanted to meet. I was watching him earlier. There's this like professional guy that has like a company called Mike Schneider. No one's probably ever heard of him, and it's like
Right.
the most nichest thing. But if he come in, it'd probably like give me like a bit of a whoa.
What does he do? The fingerboard?
Does the fingerboard?
Oh, I thought you said Tony Hawk or something, bro. What the fuck? Man went to fingerboard, bro. Go for Tony Hawk, bro, the big timer. All right, fair enough. Okay, so you're doing this Mr. B stuff. Is there anything else that sticks out in your mind? Because that's fairly epic stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's like stuff that like I could only dream of. You know, at
Right.
the start. You know, like the ring girl. Yeah. So like,
Ringo.
yeah. So basically, I got a gig. That was that fight you mentioned. I'm really bad with names. So
Oh, Conor Benn. Okay, so I was at the Conor.
New York and did it.
and I did it in New York because
Rolly
the
Romero.
yeah, that's it, Romero.
Right, so I was at the Conor Benn fight, and we got there early, and people
Yeah.
were saying to me, Ed Sheeran's in the ring, bruv. Ed Sheeran's in the ring. And I was like, and I thought, that's fucking Ed Sheeran. I actually thought it was Ed Sheeran. Because on the screen, I thought, what the fuck? And the fight was so big, I thought it probably is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
Because
like
you
the
were
shakes there
I
and
don't know what he was
everyone's
doing.
there.
Yeah, you were just messing around. I don't know what he was doing. He was in the ring doing something.
Well, the reason for it was because the Sheikh was there. They couldn't really. It was like disrespectful to obviously have like, you know, like naked women and stuff
Right.
on there. So it was like clearly like, you know, forbidden in a way. And then obviously, what's the next option? Oh, male model? No, that's going to be forbidden. You know what I mean? So
Right.
they went for more of an entertainment approach.
Okay.
So lookalikes was like the most logical solution.
Right.
Which,
But I was there, and people were going, bruv, Ed Sheeran's there. That's Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. I said, what? And I'm looking at it, and I believed it's Ed Sheeran. Because the occasion was so big.
Yeah.
So in my
like
mind...
KSI and High Speed was there as well. Like,
Everyone was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was there. So you do that event, and then you do another one. Is that the New York thing? What did you say?
That was New York Rolling Romero.
Rolling Romero, yeah.
What's that?
The same boxing event.
Okay.
The same company.
Right.
And he was ring girl. and that
So
was-
you're a
was in
ring
New
girl.
York, yeah.
So they've changed the game a bit.
But he did a boxing match himself.
Right.
Oh, the MMA it was.
Right.
The MMA fight. Oh, I was so unfair that.
Right. So you want to fight?
No, I did not win the fight. They put me against a Stormzy lookalike. That's
Oh, to actually fight.
built like a brick shit house, and he's an inch taller than the real Stormzy. He's like 6'7".
So why the fuck you do
Muscle
it?
man. You got me here, like, you know, the most workout I do is a steering wheel on the way to the gig or a strum of a guitar.
So-
this guy's like trained MMA all his life. He's like hench as fuck.
Right.
And I'm like, Jesus, but like, it was right before the wedding, wasn't it? And I thought, you know what, I'll just finish off the payment for the wedding. What they
Yeah, and I'll
offered.
come with a black eye down the
Oh,
aisle,
and I did
you know
have a
what I
black
mean?
eye. Like, it was 3 days before the wedding. We had to have the makeup artist, like, literally, her makeup artist, like, I had to go to her to, like, cover up all my black eye and that, like, all
Right.
the face had been kicked in. And
Would you
Like-
do the Misfits thing?
yeah, I'd do it again if it was good money. Because, like I say, I'll do stuff.
So
Like,
you,
not obviously,
so
like,
you
dodgy
would join
stuff,
the
but, like,
Misfits camp? Because I speak to Mams, you know what I mean? The CEO of that company, bruv.
If they put good money on the table, I'm up for it, you know. Like,
So who would you want to fight?
I don't know, I'm not an aggressive person, to be fair.
So then why the fuck would you do it, bruv?
Because it's money, you know what I mean?
But yeah, but there's a, do you know what I mean? Like, you got to...
I'm Play-Doh, me, like, I'm playing Ed Sheeran at the minute, but I'll act something else. Like, I'll do anything, like, Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I see it as, like a job, because it's acting in a way. You've got to, like,
Boxing,
shape
but
the
it's not acting
situation.
when you're in the ring, bruv, and the bell goes, and you now have to fight.
I know, but like you just have a fight, don't you? Like,
No, I hear it, bruv, but I'm saying...
you can always tap out, and it's like but that's what I like about fighting. Like, there's no aggression after it. It's like, you know, sometimes you see it in UFC and stuff like that, where, like, you know, they'll just have like this proper beef even after it.
Yeah.
But it's that level of respect that I like about it. So I don't see it as that bad. Like, even when he's teaming up with the Stormzy Lookalike, everyone's like, mate, how are you doing that? Like, and they've seen pictures of him, and like, if you see a picture of me and him next to each other on a gig, like, he's like twice the size of me and he's massive.
Right.
And like, how are you going to do that? Right. And I'm just like, it's the money. Like,
in the lookalike scene, who's the top earners? Is there a thing of that, or how does it work? I don't know.
I don't think it's like...
Sorry?
Gordon Ramsay's quite...
Oh, the Gordon Ramsay one, yeah.
He's lovely, him as well, Martin. Yeah, you should get him on the show, you know.
Bro, hook it up, bro.
Yeah.
But he's got the mannerisms as well, I suppose. He's really mastered them.
No, it's mad. It's like, because like I don't play guitar and sing. We've learnt this in the industry, right?
Right.
Like Martin, he actually hates swearing.
Right.
So he's like, Gordon Ramsay's known for swearing.
Right.
So like, but it's mad. It's like a mixed up world in a way.
But he's got a swear, though, isn't it?
But he does swear for the job. Do you know what I mean? Like.
So who else has the kind of the
Lewis, he does Ron Weasley, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's lovely.
Right.
Yeah.
But who are like the top earners?
Ty. I think he's on the top earner.
Ty, yeah?
Yeah.
You're one of the top earners, yeah?
I'd say so. I don't want to toot my own horn.
No.
I feel like they're like...
No, but it would make
big-headed.
sense. Stuff that's Ty's, yeah?
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is.
Yeah.
He's always doing...
He's well on gigs.
Ty,
And
Gordon
Tim Oliver as well.
Tim Oliver's good, yeah.
Who does Tim Oliver? What's
He's
that?
the Ricky Gervais.
Okay,
He'd be good banter on here, yeah.
There's the, him who does... With the other one in the dance, and I keep saying I want to hire him.
Who do...
I don't know.
They're always booked as well.
Oh, the Kevin and Perry.
Kevin and Perry.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a whole scene here, like, you know, everybody...
Yeah, it's like a community almost. It's like the B-list celebrities, you know what I mean? Like with the B-list celebs. Like...
I hear you. So can we talk about this recent one you went to Man U?
Yeah.
When you get called to do the same, not the same thing, but go through a VIP thing, are you always up for it, or are you now worried?
No, because I've done it before, and it's like, usually, I just go under the influence that they've got clearance and they've researched it, because obviously, like, I've just learned my way through stepping on landmines and surviving, do you know what I mean? Like, I've not had a cease and desist yet.
Right.
But, like, I just go, these guys do this for a job. They do, like, public reactions or, you know, shut down malls, whatever type of content that they might do.
Yeah.
So I just see them as, like, they know what they're doing. They know that they're not going to, like, you know, do anything past the point.
Yeah.
To a certain degree. So I sort of go in there with confidence, knowing that, like, I'll play the gig and that, and then if you catch me, I'll be like, oh, you got me.
Right.
We laugh, we joke, and it's all cool.
Right.
Like,
So you do the Man U thing.
Yeah.
You get in, but this time you get kind of caught, shall we say?
Yeah, because the guy that
he was on it.
Well, the reason why he was on it is because he spoke, and he said he spoke to Ed Sheeran upstairs for like 3 hours, and he said he had a really deep conversation with him. He's like the head of like United.
Right.
So like that's how he caught me out. He said, mate, I would have been completely fooled. Only you didn't recognise me. If you recognised me and said you were all right, mate, I would have been convinced. That's what he told me. He said, like, literally, I was completely convinced.
That's all you had to say, you're right.
But like, obviously, because I didn't have a conversation with him, it's like the Justin Bieber situation.
Yeah.
I was just looking at him like, you know,
yeah,
right, pal, you know, like, you know, there was no like, I'd met him last year and had a deep conversation for hours on end and remembered
But
him.
the lovely thing is they give you tickets anyway.
But they were so sweet.
How nice was that? They catch him out and go, bruv, you're not Ed Sheeran, you tried it, you caused chaos, we've got you backstage.
But I love the vibe of that, because there's no aggression. It's not like we go in there aggressive or like we're purposely trying to just like bum a ticket, do you know what I mean? Like, we're going in there to, well, promote it really. Because like, you know what I mean? Like someone that might not watch football might watch this YouTuber from America.
Right.
United's on the map for him, do you know what I mean? Might get a new fan. So like, I just see it as like, it's a bit of extra promotion for them. And if it don't cause too much of a security risk, like I'm quite aware, like, you know, if it gets to a certain point and I know I'm being the hazard here,
right?
I'd be like, look, just, you know, we can't do this, or, you know, like, I'll try and control the people that have booked me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't want to be tied in with something bad and cause trouble or danger to anyone.
You say that, but then the next day you go to a Copenhagen Ed Sheeran gig.
Yeah, so like, well, I didn't know about that.
Right.
Until, like, literally as the United gig was going on. Because they were like, what are you up to tomorrow? I'm like, it's my only day off in 3 weeks. I'm just going to chill, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, we want you to come Copenhagen. We're going to sneak you into Ed Sheeran's show. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, if you pay me again, I'll come because I do it for money. Like,
right.
And then they agreed to pay, paid up. And then basically, around that time, Ed Sheeran had written a song. what's it called?
Oh,
now?
is that the one you said was about you?
Yeah, well, I thought it was about me.
Right.
I was born to ruin your life.
Yeah.
He says, if you look in the mirror, you'll see you're the prick and all that. And he's got the lookalike in the video.
Right.
And at the time, I was like, because I'm always like worried in case he's not liking my stuff. And I'm like, he's either lookalike here. He's touching on some points that are quite, relatable. I'm like, oh, is it about me? It was a bit like a weird unanswered question. And then on his story, or his NHQ fan story, he literally said like, put a list up of who's a prick, and they put my name up, Ty Jones, in the crowd, and then he posted it on his story, and I thought, he's calling me a prick here, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I'm like, maybe that song is about me.
Right.
No, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously, like, I'm going to be paranoid, I'm going to be like, nah,
Right.
he hates
So
me,
you
like,
think he don't like you now?
so now I'm thinking he don't like me, but then I thought, this is my only opportunity, because I'm going to sneak into the show. So I literally scavenged the bins around the area at the hotel, because I had a good bit of time before we go into the concert. Got a big sheet of cardboard, I'm not a prick on it, like scribble for hours with like just a ballpoint pen from
not a prick,
reception desk, right? Works like it was a piece of art. Because I was just imagining myself to be in the crowd. So I was going to hold that up in the crowd and be like, hey, Ed, look, I'm not a prick. Like, it was a bit of a joke, really.
Right.
After sneaking in.
You thought they had tickets.
And I thought they had tickets, because they did have tickets for the United game.
Right.
So after it all, they actually did have tickets.
Oh, they did have
so
tickets.
They're like, yeah, we got
I thought
tickets,
they
you got us,
just
his
put
hands
you-
up. No, they make it look like that.
Right.
So obviously I've thought that, they've got tickets for the Ed Sheeran concert. So like, we just sneak in anyway as a guest.
Right.
See if we don't have to use the tickets. And then they'll sell it like, oh, we didn't have tickets. So then it doesn't cause drama. So I was believing, obviously they've invited me to it. I'm believing that, they've got a ticket to it.
Right.
But the premise, and like it was like the premise of the United game where like, we sneak in, but we've got tickets. You know what I mean? I was really like, I didn't even have to question it. I just thought they had tickets.
Right. They didn't have tickets.
Instinctively, you just believe that, but they didn't.
Let me just pause that for 1 second. Ed Sheeran has a lookalike in the video. It's not you.
It's Ron Weasley. It's the.
That's
so they uses him
explain
basically,
that.
like ginger guy with long hair. Like,
Did you not think it should be you though? I know it's Ron Weasley, bro, but
I did in a way, but like he worked with the Lego House video, but he's mad because he made the Lego House video like after like sort of knowing about me. It was like a bit of a weird time, so I don't know when it was filmed.
right,
really.
fair enough.
But it was like a remake of that. But I
Right.
thought because he's used him, maybe he's like,
I hear that. So okay, you thought they had tickets.
yeah.
So you go there, you go backstage, and you're walking in the crowd. And you spoke about Hazard before. This looks like it could potentially be Hazard. It's an Ed Sheeran stadium concert. How many
Yeah.
people are going to be there? 50,000?
Well, that's it. But like the crazy thing was like I didn't know where I was literally, and it's like not even a metaphor. Like I was literally dragged into it because they had these fake security guards.
Yes.
And they were pushing me head down like Ed coming through, being
But
dramatic.
you're walking
like,
and the crowd can see you. They've
I'm
all
like running
come
with my head
to
down,
see
like,
Ed Sheeran.
yeah, and people like coming over.
And can you see how that could be hazardous?
100%, but
Okay.
I couldn't even run away because there was these two massive guys literally holding me down.
Right.
So I couldn't have my head up. So
Cool.
I did not know where I was going. But my intention was I'll sneak into the show because I've been to an Ed Sheeran concert before and he's not that bad. His fan base are they're not aggressive. Do you know what I mean? They love the moment and enjoy it, whoever's
Sure.
around me, but they'll be respectful as well. Like, and that's what I've seen. So it wasn't like when I did my risk assessment, I thought if I'm in the crowd, try and get to the front.
So you do a risk assessment?
I weigh things up beforehand. And obviously, like I thought they had tickets and it was going to be completely different. So I've made this sign, I'm not a prick. But they took the sign off me before, like, even going in. And I was like, fuck, I spent hours on that. Ballpoint pen, like, these big letters, colouring them in.
Right.
And then basically, I had my head down and then, like, literally, they dragged me through. And then I look up and I'm seeing these caravans and I'm like, shit, we've gone too far.
Yeah, you're
I didn't want to
backstage.
be there. Do you know what I mean? I did not want to be there.
You're now backstage around the caravan.
Yeah, and I'm just like trying to play
and
cool.
you've
like,
made it
go easy
through
now,
and
like.
you breached security numerous times.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this
Because they were running me through, quick as possible. Like, don't ask questions. Like, oh, there's a cheering. Like, sort of like,
Yeah.
They had to make it look busy and rushed, so no one want to question it. That was like their approach. Where I didn't know what the approach was. I thought we were going to walk in like United's ground. You know what I mean?
Then
Just
you
stroll
get
in.
stopped, right, and
Yeah.
questioned. And I suppose the issue is now they're saying, oh, well, Ed knows about us. Ed knows about us. Do you get what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
saying things
so
of that
obviously they've been
nature.
telling me all that. So like I'm there, like thinking, Ed
Right.
knows and it's all cool and I'm thinking it's a lot cooler than it is, but I've been dragged into it, literally. Like
Yeah.
if they had tickets, and that was the main thing that switched the security. Was
Right.
he said, "Have you got tickets?" So I was thinking he's gonna get his phone out again. He's gonna show them. They're gonna scan it. It's gonna
Yeah.
be cool. And then
come-
like,
just come here.
oh sorry.
Right, go on.
And then they were like, we don't have tickets. And then you just seen the mood change, like with all of it.
Yeah, the mood.
And I was like, now it's like they've mugged them off. I thought they had tickets.
Right.
And then his head of security, Kev, comes out and he's effing and jeffing and
He's not happy.
and it's like it was like, do you know what? Honestly, they cut half of it out in the video respectfully, like
Right.
because like it was real bad, like. And he's like, I'll do you in, I'll, you know, kick your head in and that,
Right.
threatening me, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
proper bad. Then he saw the camera and tried to grab it because he knew that he was in the wrong. Then he's like, you can't make threats like that
Right.
legally. Because it's, you know what I mean?
saw that, yeah.
So obviously, like, he's clearly gone, I've messed up. But he shouldn't have, he could have just come over.
But you can understand his anger though, can't you?
I can 100% understand it.
Yeah.
But like, if he saw it through my eyes,
But
he'd have a different
can you
perspective.
see how it looks?
I can see
Breach
how it looks,
of security, Ed Sheeran lookalike.
But I didn't know,
Just-
because I was dragged, I didn't walk
Yeah.
through the security. I
But
was
it-
dragged through security.
But it doesn't
in a
look
different-
like that from his perspective. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if he was in my shoes, where like little me's getting fucking dragged by 2 security
Yeah.
guards, with my head down, and I don't know where I am. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was literally like had no control. And I mean, I'm not even just saying it to cover my back.
Yeah.
Like literally, I can even show you the video of me making the sign because I just thought I was going to be in the crowd.
Right, no, it's fine.
And that's proof that like I thought I was going to be in the crowd, not backstage.
And
You know
then
what I mean? Like,
naturally, that's going to get back to Ed.
yeah.
They've tried to breach, and then how do you think that's going to now make? Do you get what I'm saying?
100% get you, 100%
Yeah.
do. And I get why, like, it was like that. And then I questioned myself afterwards, like, oh my God, he must think that I've orchestrated it. Like I've gone to them and gone, hey guys, let's go prank Ed. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the leader of him. Because he said, why the fuck do you do this? Like, you know, like...
Mate, he was
And he's
livid.
like, he's asking me, he's like a bit stupid question. Why do you do this? Oh, because I look like Ed Sheeran. Do you know what I mean? But,
Yeah, but
he
it-
didn't know my back. He didn't know that, like, it's the only option that I've got to feed my family. Do you know what I mean? Like, and live a good life.
I hear it, but going to a concert to him, perhaps you've gone too far. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I've been to a concert as a customer. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but
Like,
there's a
so-
customer and they're trying to breach security and think you're Ed
No,
Sheeran.
but do you know what I mean? Like, I think, what's
just-
the difference between me going with a ticket and being in that crowd, and then just like having
There's a big-
security and being in the crowd? I just see
There's
it
a
as like,
difference, Ty, because you're breaking security, and do you know
And I
what it is?
didn't know that they broke
I
security.
know
Do you know
that,
what I mean? Like,
and
I had
that's
no
why
plan.
I
of what
want to
they-
put that across
Yeah.
because you come across such a lovely guy, and I'm just worried that perhaps you're pushing it too far to piss these people off.
Yeah.
When you don't
No,
really
but to be fair though, next time
need
I have
to.
learned from that because like
Yeah.
obviously I took a lot of time to reflect because honestly like it messed me head up for a bit. It really
I
did.
can- yeah.
'Cause it's like you know like that anxiety thought in the back of your head of like, does that person hate me? And then you get something like that, like living proof of like someone livid with you and absolutely hates you, and then you're like, oh man, like. And then I did think, you know, shit, I've took it too far. And then I've got to look, and then I was thinking, why was he that aggressive? Why did he ask? Why do I do this? And at first I was thinking, what a stupid, and I get that, and I say that on the word, but like when you think back at it, he's probably just that pissed off. He's just like trying to like, you know, go stop doing it basically. in
I
other
could
words.
totally see his side because his side because you've gone through certain barriers that should never have been breached.
Yeah, but I never intend. This is like, I didn't choose to go through the barriers. It was all, and I'm not blaming them because they actually have videos of them doing it to other celebrities, you know, fans, and they've done it to
Right.
other celebrities, and it's been like the United game.
Yeah.
You know, the turnout has been like, oh, she meets Taylor Swift, she's a super fan, and they've breached the security that
okay.
way. Do you know what I mean? And it's been a loving, you know, wholesome bit of content. I watched it before, you know, so I've seen certain bits like that, but they were just saying we're going in the concert, not backstage of the concert, and obviously, literally, like I was being dragged. Didn't even see where I was going. It was like a bit of an anxiety moment because obviously when you got 2 people with you, that literally I just met like 2 minutes before they hired these security actors. Do you know, like literally at the gate, like in suits and sunglasses, you know, dramatic, comedic almost. But like I had my head pushed down, and then I was faced. It was like a bit of a weird battle of emotions because like, as I've been dragged in, looked up and gone, and I knew I shouldn't have been there. I wouldn't have chose to walk there if, you know what I mean? Like, if it was my choice, but like I say, I was dragged.
Yeah.
And I'm paid to do a job. Like, in the end of the day, like, they've hired me for that type of entertainment. Like, a wrestler, they could get hurt, you know what I mean? Like, or, you know, anything. Do you know what I mean? There's risks to everything, really. And in my small mind, I just sometimes think of the paycheck. Like I said, I couldn't give a fuck about fame. I couldn't even give a fuck if Ed Sheeran come in here, to be fair. But I do give a fuck about what he thinks about me because he's in control of my business.
yes,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
But can you appreciate like you could offend some? Do you know you could?
I get you. I do get you, 100%. Like, because, like, there's, like I say, from the security's perspective, he's just seeing me coming in and then going, he's fucking pulling a prank. When it wasn't even me, it was them pulling the prank and hiring me to pull the prank off. Do you know what I
But
mean? Like,
some will say it was your choice to go with them, and
but I thought it was going to be like the United game because the day before we had a run through.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, that could have been a security risk. And
A bit more research.
that's what I'm going to say.
but
Like
'cause
going
I
forward,
found out the day before. Do you know what I mean? I
Right.
had no time to plan it, and it was thrown on me literally less than 24 hours before I even interact with the security. So I had not really any time to really assess. Do you know
have
what I mean?
you
Like,
have you learnt your lesson, Ty?
100%, 100%.
Do you have a
learned my
message for Ed in this?
lesson. Oh mate,
camera?
like I definitely won't do it again. And I'm not covering my back, but like I say, I was physically dragged into it. There was 2 massive security guards, if you watch the video, fucking dragging me into it. Like, I wouldn't have chose to go there.
And are you banned from his concert?
And I'm a banned from your concerts, mate, because, like, honestly, like, I'm just a chill guy. I don't want to, like, cause any drama around.
Right.
I do it for the paycheck. I
but
don't care about
the
fame
thing is,
or...
you keep saying I do it for the paycheck. That kind of says that you will still do it, like if someone gives you the right money. Because sometimes ethically, I think you're gonna cross a boundary, and I'm worried that you're gonna just push it too far and break the camel's back. Do you know
why I don't really see the line with that? Is because I'm a polar opposite person to what you see on camera. Like I say, I'm a loner.
Yeah, but
on camera, I look like this guy that's like, hey, I look like Ed Sheeran, I'm fucking cool, and look at all these people that want to get better. But I'm actually...
I completely get that.
I play with a fingerboard in a desk, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm happy as Larry, like, and I play with radios.
But
you know
people
what I mean?
can only go on what they see.
But that's it, but because I push myself so far, where I've got to, like, stretch my whole... what I feel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm this type of person, isolated, and then I've got to be this massive extrovert for my job.
Yes.
It's a sense of, like, there's no boundaries for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really, like, just pushing past the limits. So it's hard to see the boundaries for the situation.
But you can,
you know what I mean?
But you can be that guy and just do it in controlled situations.
But it's hard to see where control is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
okay. Let's say someone calls you tomorrow and says, "Bruv, we're gonna go to Ed Sheeran's concert, and we're gonna
But it's like someone put a paycheck on and went, "You're gonna get the shit kicked out of you by Stormzy." Do you know what I mean? I didn't even think. I was like, "Yeah, the paycheck."
Do you think you should perhaps think?
No, I don't think. I just think of the money. I just think
Amanda, should you not sign up on the jobs that he's taking?
No, I definitely pay more attention to
But I'd be literally Play-Doh for anything. That's why I don't draw the line, because I just think...
But you come across as an innocent, lovely guy, and I don't want that innocence to be, like, abused by people. Do you get what I'm saying? For their views.
That's my point, like, with the security.
Because no one knows the faces of them lot. They just think Ty's done that. Ty's fucking pushed the boundary.
That's it, yeah. So when they see me, because he even said, "I seen you at United's ground. I seen you was at United's ground." He went, "Fuck off, you need the money. I seen you at United's ground." If I bought all the tickets, I didn't buy the tickets. I was doing it to get money. You know what I mean? I'm not spending money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just feeding my family in the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like,
just be careful is what I'm trying to.
But like I say, it was just like a really stressful moment, because I was just, like I say, like, I wouldn't have gone there. So like, I'm not saying the blame's not my fault, but I had a run through with the United ground, which was literally ended with a laugh and a joke and a good day. Do you know what I mean?
And this is going to Ed. You're going to see the man.
No, but the thing is, if you do a risk assessment on that, football fans are fucking aggressive, mate.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if there's a crowd, there's a fight. Do you know what I mean?
But they've all come to see a match.
Yeah, but
50 to 80,000 people have come to see Ed. You look like Ed. You're going in the middle as Ed. Come on.
But that's the thing. It's like if I'm in the Trafford Centre, people swarm around me. If I'm at a cricket game, there's no Ed Sheeran there. You know what I mean? Like, it happens anywhere.
I hear you. Hear me out. They've all come to see Ed. When you're in the Trafford Centre, respectfully, I haven't gone there to see Ed. I've gone to New Look or Nando's. Oh, I've seen Ed. I haven't gone there
like
saying
400 people, because they're not gone to see Ed, and there's still like, it doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna get a crowd, and football fans are known like to be so aggressive.
I hear it.
So like, basically my point is like, and I've been as a customer to an Ed Sheeran concert, so I know what it's like being there. I know that it doesn't cause that much of a drama. It's just selfies. Do you know what I mean? It's just pictures, literally.
I just don't want you to burn any bridges. That's
but that's what I mean. Like, my risk assessment was, like, I did the United's ground. It ended with a laugh and a good match and selfies with all the crowd and that. And then B, I've been to an Ed Sheeran concert, so I've been in the grounds where they're planning to go or execute.
You haven't tried to break in a concert.
But obviously, like, I didn't know they didn't have tickets.
I know.
You know what I mean? And I thought they'd rang in advance and they did actually contact Ed C, and they told me. And they said it was a great idea for, socials, but then they never got back to him. So they just took that as a yes, which is like real bad. And then, like, obviously, like, it was just like a cocktail of, like, it was just wrong place, wrong time is the best way to put it.
I just want you to be careful, because I think it's great what you do, but you don't want to piss off people.
And I don't like pissing off people. I'll sit there all night. If I upset someone even in the slightest way, I'll be sitting awake for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It plays on my mind. Like, I try and be, like either nice or just, level with someone. Like, I'd never go below a certain point ever, and it'd play on my conscience if I did.
In your heart of heart, do you think you pissed off at Ed Sheeran?
I do, if he looks at it from his angle. So I'm glad to get my angle out, because obviously, like, there's two sides to a coin. I can see how they seen me, because they thought I was Mr. Big Bollocks. Like, I'm going to do a prank and go into Ed Sheeran. Like, I orchestrated it.
Yeah.
When I was just a guy that like the day before, you know, snuck into United's ground. They had tickets. It was all kosher. We had a laugh. You know what I mean? We watched the match, and then obviously like they're gone. Hey, on the spot, do you want to go Copenhagen tomorrow? I was like, if you pay me, you know, 'cause obviously I do it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
And then you can see how like I got into that situation, and then obviously physically being in that scenario, I was dragged by 2 security guards and literally had no idea. And it's not an excuse that my head was pushed down because obviously they didn't want to show my face off too much. So
I hear you.
So I looked up and ended up there, and I was like, shit. And I knew I shouldn't have been there. But obviously, from their perspective, they've seen the complete opposite side. They've seen Mr. Billy Big Bollocks, the cameras behind him, his big security guards.
But you're sorry for any problems that you may have caused.
I am genuinely sorry. Yeah,
that's
for the inconvenience and the confusion, really. Like,
there you go.
And I'm not saying it to cover my back. It's just something that's played on my mind because I can see it how they see it. That's why I'm so stressful about it, because I just want everyone to know that, like, if Ed Sheeran was to sit there now, I wouldn't care. Like, I'm not breaking into a show to see him or even to do it for publicity. It's just, you know what I mean? They've put a bit of money on the line. I did a similar gig there. I've been, you know, a customer at Ed Sheeran's concerts, and it's all been good vibe and kosher.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And he had less than 24 hours to weigh that up. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was to say, you've got to do this job tomorrow, but they're offering money, you'd more than likely do it. You know what I mean? If it's just what you do anyway, just in a different environment.
I hear it. Can I just elaborate on some negative side? Because you
100%.
Because you was attacked recently at a festival and things like that. How is that when people perhaps hate on the fact that you're doing what you're doing and kind of take it that far with you?
I was like...
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Do you want to get tissue? I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Gabs, go on. There's a tissue in the thing. Sorry, I didn't know it was so bad because I literally saw it this kind of morning. I apologise. I'll get you tissue.
Don't worry, man. Honestly.
No.
No, it did mess me up a bit. To be fair, like.
Yeah. Was you there as well?
No, my daughter was there. He took my daughter to the festival.
How old was your daughter?
16.
Oh, wow.
So she had to
No, she was 17 at the time.
Oh, yeah, 17, sorry. She was 17. But he took her, and everything was great. And then this group of lads just attacked him.
Sorry, bro, I forgot that. Sorry, man, I apologise. I didn't know it was that.
Don't worry, honestly. Don't worry at all, honestly, mate.
I didn't.
It's just like... It was like a mad eye-opener, to be fair.
Right.
Because obviously like, I was bullied when I was younger and that.
Yeah.
And I sound dead soft saying it, but it was like it all come back to me at once when I was getting the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah.
And it was like I felt like this scared schoolboy. Like it was...
No. Shall we leave this, or do you want to talk about it? I'm really...
Yeah, we'll leave it, man.
We'll leave it. All right, cool. I'm sorry, man. So he was there with his daughter?
His stepdaughter.
Oh, his stepdaughter, okay.
Yeah, and he was like...
6 of them jumped me and like kicked my head in on the floor, keyed me.
They just levered him. He was in a
I had to straighten my nose. I got back of my nose just across my face. I had to break it into place in the mirror like it was fucked up.
Okay.
And do you know what? Do you know what's even more messed up is like...
It was all on camera.
It was all on camera. The guy admitted it. The guy from Liverpool won it that was there. He was like, yeah, I did it, and what, you know, like, commented. Like, the police officer got involved with it because it was the worst attack at Parklife in the whole weekend. They were like, that was the worst, like, you know, someone got messed up. So we got, and it was the section something, like GBH or something. It's like
18,
serious.
20, yeah.
Like, because he used, like, keys and, like, I had holes in my face and that.
Right.
And I'm sure one got me in the eye there. It was all, like, messed up here.
Right.
In my cheek there, in there, I had a hole through there, and I had a puncture in my neck as well.
Right.
And like, I remember the next day I picked it and all this blood started spewing out and I was like, shit, I'm gonna die. I knew, but I was a wreck anyway because it was the next day, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, because he used a weapon. There was like 6 of them and they were kicking me in the head because obviously you can kill someone now, you know what I mean?
Of course.
They took it dead serious, and then the guy admitted it. The police just like were like, yeah, we're going to investigate it, and then they basically got back, didn't they? Man, there's no proof. There's a video all over TikTok of me like literally getting the shit kicked out of me.
What, and there's no charges?
Faces on camera, everything, like no charges, nothing. Like
what? Can't you complain and do no? It's not...
Nothing. But that's the police in this. That's the police in this country, though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that is literally like.
I'm sorry to hear that.
If something's like dead unfair and then they get involved with something, and actually, to be fair, I'm not a snitch. I can sound like a snitch, but it's like it's a natural process. You know what I mean? Someone's like a load of people have attacked you. I've been out of work for a good while, so I've lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Justice has to be served some way.
Yeah.
And I obviously don't know him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So,
the
like,
videos are out there, so.
And the video's out there as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
there's all that going on, and like, I don't know. It was just like one of them like situations, like the maddest eye opener ever. Because like, I've never felt that way, you know, for years, and it's scary to know that like you could go from a feeling.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just
Yeah, really scared him.
So then, kind of going forward, are we super mindful about where we're going? Then I suppose this is it's like a double-edged sword. It's a gift and a curse, right? Because
Yeah.
you're always going to get haters that are jealous, I suppose. Oh look, he thinks he's Ed Sheeran, or he thinks he's that, or he's doing that, and
We
he's.
had it today. We were at the train station.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The lads went, "You Ed Sheeran, quite nice," and he went, "No, I'm not. I'm just a lookalike." And then they were going.
So yeah.
You're trying to like provoke stuff.
Yeah.
But I said to Amanda, she was like, I feel like starting on them. I said like,
But
if
you-
you started
No,
on.
didn't say anything.
No,
But
no,
I
she
know what
didn't.
you mean.
She just said, you know, as we walked past, I feel like starting on them because it annoyed her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like disrespectful in a way.
But
You know, like,
I suppose you've got to do your own kind of.
but that's it. Like I said to Amanda, I said if I started
Yeah,
on
but-
everyone, sorry, go on.
No,
No,
just
she
said
said
you have to
she
buy
got about
You
it.
got to bite your lip because if you started on everyone, like you get through the day angry, you'd be just stressed out and you'd waste time on people. Like, what are they? Like, some stranger in the street. They're not going to give me a paycheck. Do you know what I mean?
But but now, how kind of extra cautious are you when you step out? You're in London, for example. You don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, you're a lovely guy. You guys
fair,
are
though,
lovely,
it's-
like being amazing people, friendly, bubbly. You know, it hurts me to see this side, but it's kind of the reality
Yeah.
of kind of what I do has this adverse effect.
It's mad, yeah, because it's like an unexpected event. That's the only way I can say it. It's like it was unexpected because
Yeah.
like I've been like to the worst parts of London. Had an IPO. Lads have looked after me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
asked me stories of what I've done, and
Yeah.
we've just got on. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember being on the film too. One Amanda when I had the IPO,
Right.
and I'm type 1 diabetic.
Oh, you're type 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like
What's that,
basically,
injections?
yeah, yeah,
Right,
4
right.
times a day basically. But
Yeah. That's like Devlin, isn't it?
is Devlin diabetic?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I never knew that. You learn
Yeah,
something
he
new
said
every
it on
day.
the show, so I can say it. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But okay, sorry, go on. You're diabetic.
Yeah, so like basically I was having like this hypo after a gig. 'Cause it was like a hot summer's day, and these guys proper looked after me.
Yeah.
Like they could have robbed me or anything. I had on my gear, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and they did, and that's it. It's like you could go anywhere and people could have good vibes. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter where you are. It's about like who you are. Do you know what I mean? Like
Of course.
so obviously like I was at that. Some people go to a festival for a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like but then there's always that one dickhead, especially if there's like thousands of people. There's always a few. You know what I mean? Like they just ruin it.
But that's
You
what
know
I mean.
Like,
Like, you have to do, I suppose, a more in-depth risk assessment.
You do, yeah, yeah.
The bigger you become.
well, the scarier thing was last month that at the bull ring, basically
Birmingham.
that stabbing that happened. I don't know
Right.
if you heard about it. It was like
So by the fountain, I think it was.
yeah. So basically, I was going to be there that day.
Right.
Like I was on a gig in Birmingham, and like we should take him to the bull ring, and you know, like do a bit of a publicity stunt. And they were weighing up, and they were going to take me. No word of a lie in it, Amanda. I got back from Birmingham that gig, and then that was all over the news. And I was thinking I'd be like the main target for that person, because it was a random attack.
Right.
If they see someone that remotely resembles Ed Sheeran, everyone comes up to me naturally. Imagine someone that's coming up to kill someone instantly.
So do you not want to factor in the security now from your side? Forget the security where you land. I think you've got to a stage where security has to be factored in as the cost of before you even. I don't know.
Do you know what's mad though? Is like
I think you're there, to be honest. Like I've done security my whole life, so I kind of know this bodyguarding game stuff like that. But I definitely feel, especially with the way you are and the kind of psychological as well as the physical. Just any advice from me, I would say you're at the stage now. If they're not covering security, I wouldn't do it, mate.
Do you know what? To be fair, I have asked for security on a few public gigs, and it's
but
helped a lot.
The way to do it is you factor in the cost and you take a guy with
Yeah,
you from.
I know a guy that he's Eminem's bodyguard when he's in the UK.
Right.
And he's like massive.
Yeah, I've
And
got a
his
couple
number,
guys if
Dean.
you need help, but I think you should. I think you need to, because safety is a thing. Because right now you can charge them a couple £100 extra and have a guy with you for the
I
whole
say
day.
that though, to be fair, because some of them I'll stop them and go, you know what? Some companies just think it's all fun and games. They don't see what's behind the camera or what's happening after the camera's rolling. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
you go to a shopping centre, for example, those security guys, you don't know nothing about them, you don't know what they are, and I don't mean to be rude, a lot of them haven't got the kind of minerals, they just got a badge and are just standing there. They're not going to step in the line of fire.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. They're going to do crowd control, and so I really think like if you need people with you now because this is psychologically affecting you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and
I've moved past it though in a weird way, but like, it's one of them things where I've moved past it where like I'm trying not to even think. I'm thinking round it now.
Yeah.
Where like I could just still do a gig because you've still got to get there. You got to climb for that paycheck. You know what I mean? Like the job doesn't stop. Do you know what I mean? Like so.
But even
my
now,
whole life I've been doing crowd stuff, and it's like I try and not let it stop me because it's like
that's amazing. Like, you shouldn't let it stop you, and you can still do. Just be a bit.
But security is like a main factor. Yeah. And I get because I agreed with the Trafford Centre when he said that because he said obviously our security is concentrating on you when you're getting mobbed, which means we're not elsewhere where something could happen. Do you know what I mean? And so 100% and get it. So like,
and I think you need to acknowledge the fact that you are famous. People might, you're lookalike or whatever, but there is an element of famous. Ty himself is actually famous, whether he likes.
Mad, I don't see myself as famous.
Right,
you know,
but
like.
I think you need to accept the fact that okay, I'm lookalike Ed and I'm playing Ed. All right, cool. But it's come to you, and there is an element of fame. You are famous. Do people recognize you? The answer is yes. Just so you will attract.
Yeah.
So I think you need to step accordingly, and not like in an egotistical way. I'm famous.
No, I can't think that way.
But you are famous, and there's things that come with it.
It's a shame you can't have both, where you could just have a normal life.
Unfortunately, this is not the country you get haters, then they want to stop you and they want to bring you down and they want to, do you know what I mean? And they don't see your good heart. So please, perhaps, really think about that going forward, man.
Definitely,
I don't want to.
Do you know what? To be fair, it was like I say, that the Trafford Centre was an eye opener when they said that. You know, like I really did understand it because I don't sit there and think, oh, they're wrong, and you know, I'm really like I try and look at both sides of the coin. You know, from how and I 100% agree how they see it. So it's like factoring insecurity. We just ring up a week before if we're going to do something at the Trafford Centre and say, look, I'm going to be in doing a publicity stunt at this place at this time on this day. Give them all the information, and then they can get a couple of extra security guards just to cover that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even then, they're just gonna cover. They're gonna cover the Trafford Centre there. What happens when Ty walks out to his car there? They won't give a shit, bro.
Do you know what? I've had that. You know,
that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like
they've been in front of the car and everything.
Okay, but
like.
and then you drive off there, and then you stop for petrol or Nando's or whatever.
You're all tweeting out.
I'm telling you, bro, you're doing it wrong now.
Yeah,
you got to change your mindset. You got to, honestly, folks, you got to change your mindset for your own safety, your family, man.
It's hard though, because I feel like I can't.
It's hard, but you need to
treat
accept.
It like, yeah.
Yeah, you need to accept. This is where it's heading.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, just for your own safety, because you come across as lovely people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, thanks.
Can I move on to? Did you get banned on TikTok?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah.
Why?
For impersonating another account, but like the thing is though, is like
TikTok pisses me off, you know.
I don't
We've been banned and things for this, that, and the other.
Mental, yeah.
So they banned you for looking like you.
Yeah, because like it's got my name on it. It's called Life of Ty. Nothing to do with Ed Sheeran. You know what I mean? Like it's got my picture on it, picture of me. The videos like are not copying his. They're like far from his, innit? Like literally, I don't copy.
But even
his.
if he was, it's like, what's the problem?
There's my own authentic original video. I'm not taking his video and putting it on my post and saying I'm him. You know what I mean? Like it's complete opposite.
They banned you.
Banned me twice, yeah.
Right, and
I was lucky to get it back. Like well lucky. Like,
yeah, it's annoying.
Knowing some people
banging your head against the wall. But is that sorted now?
Yeah. So it's sorted twice, and it's sorted like for good apparently.
Okay.
Like, that ain't gonna happen again now.
That ain't
it was
gonna
like the
happen
second
again.
time I was like taking the piss here, like you know.
Okay, so that's sorted now.
Yeah,
no
sorted,
more
yeah.
ban. And then I've seen you more active on kind of TikTok doing trends. I see you with Eddie Hall and stuff like that.
Yeah, he likes to collaborate with me. So like, when's he next? Next week I'm working with him.
How
again,
lovely, do you know what I mean?
I worked with him a few weeks ago as well.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff. How is that? How lovely celebrities want to reach out and they want to work with you, and do you know what I mean? You're kind of in this.
Do you know what? I
space.
love his personality, like, and he's mad because like I said earlier, like it's not like I see him like a celebrity. I think he's a lovely guy and he's a playful guy, and he's like a gentle giant to his own extent.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's very respectful and I just see him like as that, like, you know, like almost like a mate, and he's like, right, come on mate, let's get some content, you know, and it's just straightforward like that, and it's a lovely relationship, and what's he like? He's got an heart of gold, hasn't he? He took us out like for Wagamamas, and like, you know, he's just like.
Ain't it mad though?
Yeah, and he's got good banter as well.
If you turned up to an event with fucking Eddie Hall and say, motherfuckers, try it now. Let's see where we end up today.
I want to see people get thrown.
It's crazy. Okay, so what does 2026 look like for you, brother?
Random, like always.
It's random. You don't know what's coming up. Is there anything that you know is coming?
The documentary, this was actually a mad story. Actually, I might just elaborate a bit
Please
on
do.
this. So
Please
basically,
do.
I've got I have weird hobbies as well. Like I'm like
As if the
loner,
skateboard wasn't that.
radios. Like I've got like a radio tattoo to me there. So I love radios basically.
Right.
And I was on the radio, and one morning I just woke up. It was before the Trafford Centre gig, wasn't it?
Right.
And I just had the urge just to go on the radio and see if anyone was on. It's like one of them CBs, you know, like.
Oh, one of the. Okay.
Yeah. So I love like messing about frequencies. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It's just like a weird interest.
I hear you.
And literally just like this guy was on called Matt, and I was just like talking to him. And then, what's your socials? And I was like, I said experience on Instagram. And he's like, shit, you're the Ed Sheeran lookalike, no way. And I was like, yeah, funnily enough, I've got a gig actually at the Trafford Centre. And he's like, I'm only in Bolton, you know, just across the way. So like, I said, and he said, I'm a camera guy too, like, can I get some shots? I'm like, yeah, the more the merrier, really, get some, you know, content on my end. And then we just ended up meeting through the radio, literally.
Yeah.
And he was there like at the Trafford Centre chaos and stuff. And then he was like, you know, this is gold, we're making a documentary, you know, like, because that was his first like experience.
Yeah.
With it. So we're just building a documentary.
Oh, you're going to build one, yeah? Oh, and what is this, like a day of life of a kind of...
Yeah, like almost like, yeah, day in the life. Yeah, life of Ty, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, cheers.
And when is that happening? Have you got a date or is it early stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's dead random. Like, I don't know if you find like this, but like, because for us, it's like fishing. It's like...
Yeah, I hear you.
Because like, we can't really reach out to people because like, they might not have been an Ed Sheeran fan, whereas you could just reach out to a celebrity and go,
No, I fish every day for guests.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
not
he's
gonna lie.
sending the
and
notes
some weeks
out
I have
or, like-
nothing, and some weeks I got like 3 in a
That's
week.
it, yeah.
4 in a week, and I'm like, fuck, you know.
Yeah, it's
and then I've
building
got
up.
nothing, radio silence. So
That's like me, like, yeah.
I can
And
be-
it stresses you out, doesn't it? Because you either feel overworked or broke as a bastard, and it's
Yeah.
like there's no in between. It's like bipolar. It's like fucking hell. Like, I can never chill in this game.
But you're kind of hopeful, like the work does come in, and you just don't know
Yeah,
what tomorrow
going for
brings.
it.
That must be lovely in a way, exciting in a way.
It
You don't
is,
know.
yeah, it keeps it fresh and that. But the problem is like if you get too much work and stuff, because like I'm the opposite person to the job. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Does it burn you
I
out?
miss
then?
fishing, burns me out like mad, and I think I just need a solid day just chilling out, fishing, just hearing the birds tweeting, and you know, just peace and quiet and just a nice
So,
vibe.
what's the longest run you've done of days being
Oh,
Ed?
God. It's been months, hasn't it?
Oh, is
A few
it?
months
It's,
ago,
what,
it was
literally
like
every day?
over summer. If you've had since summer, it's been like literally like yeah.
All over, like Bradford's quite a busy.
They had Bradford yesterday, weren't they?
Bare food places.
Yeah. I found out a fun fact actually. Bradford is the one place in Europe that has the youngest population.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bradford's got some food spots, you know. I could even, but then you got to watch your weight, brother, as well.
Yeah.
You got to match. Can we just talk about in London because you was meant to meet someone? Can we talk about that, or is that because you talk?
Oh yeah, because he's
Okay.
still ongoing, isn't it?
Yeah, I did say don't mention.
Because this won't come out for another few weeks, but we leave it.
Say meant to meet him, not that he was in.
No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, okay, so you was meant to meet today. Who was you meant to meet?
I was meant to meet Tikky Tokky
That's
today.
what I mean. Yeah.
and-
So what I'm saying is, like, there are big kind of live streamers that you're working with regularly.
Yeah, so like this is like a day of 2 jobs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
well, obviously, like he dropped out. And
Yeah, but I'm pretty certain that will happen. But how is that for you as well? Because you're kind of helping live streamers and helping, I suppose, people get to where they get to. I suppose you're.
I'm going to do a little bit more asking for them people we want to work with. I think.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Because you're like a vessel. He's like a vessel, isn't it? Like, let's go viral today. All right, we'll get tired. Is there anyone that you would like to work with? Did you say Michael Barrymore?
Yeah, I love him.
Oh, really?
This is gonna sound so bad.
Good luck with that, because I've tried to get Barrymore on the show. I've tried. Yeah, he had
I messaged him.
He had a rough, unfortunate. He was one of the first to be cancelled like that. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know that I'm really bad with names and stuff, so I don't know who Barrymore is.
But Michael, you will do.
I'm good with faces.
So
and show me someone.
do you get him to work with them just so you can meet him?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Is there kind of anyone that you would like to kind of meet or work with? Is there anyone that you really admire? Like, yo.
Do you know what I'd say if I could? Like, and it's not because like, I'm buzzing or anything like that, but like just to see Ed Sheeran again, catch up and see.
Yeah.
If I just got clarity and you know, like just.
Is that a clarity with how how you are with him.
Yeah, like, so like, just to say, no, look, mate, like, I'm not a stalker or anything, like, you know, and just almost like patch things over, like, because I'm a very reasonable person. Like, if he was to tell me, like, you know, don't, like I say, like, I learned from landmines, so like, I'll never keep pushing it and taking the mick and then either getting cancelled or cease and desist. I'll be like, instantly tell me, I can see where you're coming from, I'll stop, you know what I mean? Like,
so if Ed says to you, stop coming to my concerts, you will stop immediately?
My wife's a super fan. So it's like, it's a hard thing.
Okay. I've
got to think
no,
of my family
okay,
life, you know, like,
if Ed says, stop trying to be me coming backstage, you
would... What do I do, peel my face off? And
No, I'm saying trying to go backstage.
I won't go backstage. I've never,
that's
what I mean,
what
I've
I'm
never
trying to
intended to do it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's my point, it's like, I never intended to be...
Like, you're doing too much now, just fall back on that type of stuff.
Because I didn't intend to go backstage, you know what I mean? I just intended to be in the crowd and just enjoy it.
I would say perhaps don't do that going forward.
100%. Like I say, I've learned my lesson. Like, I see from where they see it, but I don't want him to be misunderstood, because I don't want to come across as this guy that's like, hey, look at me. I'm bringing these YouTubers and I'm going to sneak them into Ed's show. And it was the opposite way around. They were sneaking me, using me to get themselves in the show, and I was dragged in.
You come across as a lovely individual. I'm
thank
quite
you.
a good judge of character. And,
thanks,
and
man.
you come across as a very clean-hearted individual. So I'd like to get that across.
Yeah,
so,
like, honestly, I didn't mean anything.
And I want things to go well for you, and they're going well for you. I just don't want you to just break the camera, like, be this, you know what I mean?
I get you, man. Do you know what?
I don't want you to burn any bridges, man, because you don't need to, man.
I'm glad of this interview, actually, because like, it does open my eye, because like, I struggle with it a lot, of like, having my eyes on the cash and putting my own ideas, you know, to one side, because you've just got your eyes on the money. Like, people,
I don't think you should do that.
When you're eating a meal and someone comes over, they've got their eyes on the face. They're not bothered about someone eating. So it's like, you don't see straight. You just see what you want to see. So I just see, there's a job, there's cash. I'll just be whatever and get it done. And that's, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, because I'm so detached almost, because it's not in my personality to be Mr. Look at me. And
you've dropped some amazing sayings, so let me give one back to you. Not all money is good money. So just bear that in mind when you accepting shows.
Yeah, but no one ever got rich, honestly.
Oh, look, he's trying to hit me back. Bro, stop that shit. I'm trying to fucking help you, bro.
My dad taught me that one.
I'm trying to help you. Shut up. No, I'm joking.
No, I do understand, like, and like I say, I'm glad for the podcast, because like, you've actually like, because we've spoke about it in depth and stuff.
It's
like,
been lovely.
You know, we've loved, we've cried. You know.
Come on, that's it now. We're family now. I'll do this thing at the very end.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT to ask you some questions. So these are all generated by AI. I don't even read them anymore because they're so good. We probably covered most of them, but I'm going to ask you them.
Yeah.
And then feel free to answer. Once you can swerve, you can swerve. When did you first realise your face had accidentally signed a lifelong contract with Ed Sheeran? School.
When I was in school, on SPTV, my mate showed me.
What's the wildest situation you've been dragged into because someone thought you were him?
Do you know what? It was a really memorable one, because it was when it first started, but that's why it stands out to me. It's not even like razzle dazzle or anything, like, even though like snuck all these 10 big YouTubers into the clubs and all. And it was literally a shisha bar, and we were walking past it with my mate. Tom, if you're watching, big shout out.
Yeah.
And then literally, like, we just finished going in a shisha bar, smoking a bit of shisha in Manchester. And then this guy drags me in, and he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes past a certain point. So by the time I've even like got a chance to like open my mouth, he sat me at a table, he's set up a fucking apple fruit shisha going on. Like, they're all sat round, they're like looking at me like I've just invented fire for the shisha. And I'm like, I've gone too far here. Like, I didn't even know. It was like a blinked and I was there. Yeah. And I was like, I can't tell them I'm not Ed now. They've got the shisha fired up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've ruined the whole vibe.
Listen, can I get some extra cocktail, please?
So literally, I was like, yeah, man, it's busy. I'm just tour buses around there. And then like, can you follow me on Twitter? And I'm like, I've left my phone in the tour bus, man. And then literally, as soon as I said that, my phone was like, zzz, zzz. And I was like, I've got to go actually. Oh God, like.
Yeah, I'll have a takeaway, please. A kebab roll takeaway.
But it was just like a comedic, like funny moment, like where it was how like how it all come to play, like.
I hear you.
Just a funny memory, really.
Be honest. Sorry to ask this question in front of Amanda. Has anyone ever confessed love to you thinking you were Ed?
A few people on like, especially on the messages, innit, Amanda?
Okay.
Yeah.
What? On the
Everyone
DM?
messages every day, saying I love you, Ed, I love you, I love you. On my Instagram, and it's like, I'm not the real one.
There's one girl who's blocked me and she comments all over his stuff, but she blocked me. She's lucky I don't block her.
You could start an OnlyFans just to talk to them, not as a sexual thing. You could start an OF account and be like, right, I'll talk, Ed, fulfill your Ed. No, anyway, let me stop with this.
Get the
shit.
Ed experience.
Let me stop this. I'm trying to, you get me? Cameo, just Cameo.
Hey, to be fair, I've got a hustle actually. We could threaten OnlyFans.
Well, stop
so
the
we could
hustle.
say to Ed, like, oh Ed, do you want to be
No,
on
no,
over
no.
OnlyFans?
Listen, we're trying to
Look
build
like-
bridges with Ed. Shut up.
Give us the
bro.
dirty money, please.
I'm building bridges with Ed.
I'm joking. I'm only joking.
Okay.
I'm joking.
You are a vessel for others. Let me be a vessel for you. Let me build the bridge. Stop
I will
fucking
not,
it
for
up.
the record, I will not do OnlyFans. Like.
Okay. What's scarier? Fame you didn't earn or attention you can't turn off?
Attention I can't turn off. That's, yeah.
Have you ever played along with Ed just to see how far it would go? You said that about the shisha.
Yeah.
What's the darkest side of being a lookalike that people never talk about?
I think it's for me personally, it shows me.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've got imposter syndrome. That's like the dark side of it, because like I'll see these experiences like where I'm with Mr. Beast and these massive celebrities in LA and driving around LA like I'm in GTA, and it'll hit me and I'll go, there'd be someone out there that I'd give the left bollock for this, and I'm just seeing it like a job, and I find it like dead depressing sometimes because I think this would be so much better in someone else's hands. Like, is this a cruel joke? And you start overthinking it quite a lot, quite deeply.
And I suppose with you, sorry to interrupt, you can't turn it off. I know lookalikes have to be that guy.
Yeah.
You actually can't turn it off, bruv. He can't, can he, bruv? Even my camera, bruv, like, he's fucking edging it, bruv. Like, he's mad. Has this look ever ruined a relationship or date for you?
I'd say like in the past, but it's not been mad. I wouldn't really count them as like, you know, dates. It's more like a quick meet up and that, and I've been like, oh.
What moment made you realise this isn't funny anymore, this is dangerous?
I'd say Part Life, that incident at Part Life.
Yep. Do you feel like your identity got swallowed by a face that isn't yours?
100%.
Yeah. Have you ever felt jealous of the man you look like?
No.
What's the biggest lie the internet believes about your life?
That I did that security thing.
Yeah.
Like.
Has anyone ever tried to fight you thinking you were Ed?
Yeah, I did that MMA fight, but like it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then the people at Part Life.
If Ed Sheeran walked in right now, what would you actually say to him?
I just be like, you're all right, pal. Like, how's it going? Like, you know, and I'm just cool with him. Like, you know.
What would Amanda say to him as well? Oh, I don't
Amanda
know.
would collapse. She'd say
Oh my
nothing.
God, I couldn't-
She'll gasp and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
She'd be like, oh.
Ed, come on in. Do you feel exploited by the attention or empowered by it?
I'd say a bit of both for that one, because it's like I'm empowered by it on the fact that like I have like nothing. I failed school. You know what I mean? Like I'm basically a failure behind all this.
Right.
This is the one good thing that I'm successful for.
Right.
And then obviously like I feel like exploited for because I've got to push my personality. You know, that's not as outgoing and not as like, you know, up with the crowds and, you know, razzle dazzle. So it's like a bit of a battle really. It's like you've got one thing that's like, this is like the meaning of like your income and your job, your purpose in life. That's the best way to put it. And then you've got the other side that's like, yeah, but to achieve this purpose, you're literally achieving the impossible. So it's like a bit of a weird, deep sort of...
I hear you. Would you trade your normal life back if you could instantly?
No, to be fair, because I wouldn't have met my wife.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time I look
Family,
back and go, do you know what, I'm complete, like, you know what I mean? Like...
I hear you. Has anyone ever offered you serious money to pretend to be him?
Yeah.
Every day, in the DMs.
Do you know what was mad actually? I found another money opportunity because I was with these was it not Bob Bros? Was it Bob Bros?
Bob Boys.
No, not Bob Boys. It was Ben. What's he called? That you know who I am?
Oh, Dean.
Yeah, and he told me right. I've got this talent where like, have you heard of that surströmming, that fish, that rotten fish?
No.
Like people eat that rotten fish and like people will open the tin and like, they'll throw up.
Right.
There's this.
Oh
like,
yeah.
rank fish, right?
Yeah.
And I could eat it.
What? As in you tried it?
Yeah, I ate two of the fish, right? Not even heaving, right? I was just like, I could scram this, right?
That's
And the mad thing was, is
I'm
like
a celebrity, get me out of it. Right?
basically this Dean Dotty went, mate, I know someone, right, that will pay really, really serious money, like serious money, if you could like show him you eating a full tin of it because he's like a weirdo, but like rich.
Right.
And I was like, you know what, I'll eat a full tin of it, you know what I mean?
So where's this guy, bruv?
I don't know, he's not got back to me, but you see me eat them two fish, you know, and you've got potential there, like, they were all throwing up in the car, weren't they? He's called the Golden Goose, I don't know if like he's watching. I'm up for it.
Has anyone, we've done that. Do you think celebrity culture creates this kind of madness or just exposes it?
I think it creates it in a way, because it highlights it. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, like, if we weren't mic'd up or anything, and like it was just shot like in a bedroom, do you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have the same thing. So it's like the more glamorized it is, the more people look up to it. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's sort of like it has to be that way because obviously people throw money into it, but I think a lot of it is just like it's just people. Do you know what I mean? Like in the fame life,
I hear you.
nice people sometimes.
What's one moment when you genuinely feared for your safety?
I'd say when I got my head kicked in and keyed and that because like it was just like scary.
Are you famous or just recognizable? And does that difference matter?
I'd say a bit of both because like I'm famous for like doing things and I'm recognizable for looking like Ed, so it's a bit of half and half. I'd say with that.
What do you want people to know about Ty Jones, the man, not the face?
That I just like a chill life. I don't want drama. Like I like fishing, and I'm probably like the most boring person you'd ever meet. You can ask my wife. I go on the CV radio and chat to strangers.
You've got your license.
I've got an amateur radio license. I've gone that deep into it. Of Ofcom.
You ever thought about live streaming and just being like, because that seems to
I
be...
did that, but it didn't agree with me.
Well, as in just...
Because like, it was all like the chat, you know, like all the haters and that. And it's just like, stuff like, because like in my past, I try and cut that negativity out because it's like, I feel like that's what people think about me.
Do you think pretending to be him even for content is morally wrong or just survival?
Survival, 100%. That's how I feel with it, yeah.
Have you ever crossed the line where you thought this might be actually identity fraud?
I'd say when I did that, the cameos and stuff, you know, like, because obviously that was like taking his identity, which obviously again, I realised my mistake and I'm glad that they give me a chance, to be fair, because they could have well shut me down.
Do you feel like you're living off another man's fame rather than building your own life?
I'd say a bit of both with that, to be fair, because I want to be a presenter. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I sell products, I sell things, I just use it as a tool. So it's like I'm doing a job, but like I'm putting the effort, you know what I mean? Because I'm not this type of person. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm really not. It's hard to like explain. Like
no, I hear you. Has anyone ever tried to exploit you financially because of your resemblance?
I wouldn't say so. No.
I know the answer to this one. Would you accept a big bag of money to permanently live as an Ed Sheeran impersonator?
100%. That's the agreement. If Ed tells me to stop, I'd be like, cash in.
How much would it take you to stop?
300k.
Really?
Yeah.
And you stop permanently?
Just enough to get a simple house and like in Withensea out the way.
And a radio.
Yeah.
Do you think this look has cursed your life more than it's blessed it?
I'd say again half and half because like I say, we'd nowhere without it, but like it causes a lot of stress as well. Like it's like
if you could erase the resemblance overnight and become anonymous again, would you?
No. From this point, yeah. To be fair, like if I've got my wife and that.
Right. Do you think your face has stolen a life that was never meant to be yours?
Yeah. I do feel like that. That's like that's what I was saying before. You know, like sometimes I feel like I've got imposter syndrome because if someone else had it, I know full well like they'd be thankful, you know what I mean, in them situations.
Have you ever felt like you're psychologically living inside another man's identity?
No, I know myself, like...
Yeah. Has anyone in your family ever wished you didn't look like him?
No, not really, I don't think, no.
Do you feel trapped in a brand that you'd never choose?
I'd probably choose Ed, like, if I didn't look like him. So I'd say...
Do you think the world treats you as a novelty, not a human?
Sometimes, because like they just see what's on the surface, you know, and not speak.
Would you ever surgically change your appearance to escape this?
No,
I suppose you could dye your hair, I suppose, if you really...
It's like a double screw over.
I
George.
did ChatGPT.
Huh?
I did it. I changed his hair on ChatGPT.
Right.
They don't suit me. None of them suit me. Do me blonde.
But
grey,
I suppose,
black.
in a way, if you shaved your hair off or grew it out and it wasn't like what Ed has now...
He'd still get called Ed.
I've got a picture of me actually bald, like...
Is that a ChatGPT thing, or did you actually do it?
I did a ChatGPT thing. Let me just try and find it quickly.
Right. But I suppose...
But it looks like Ed bald. That's the problem. Is like anything that I do, it's like, that's Ed with that, whatever you've added on. You know what I mean? You can't win.
Right. Are you scared of being forgotten or scared of being unknown? Or scared of never being unknown?
No, not really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird question. Right, 30 quick fire questions and we're done. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's been delightful, insightful. 30 quick fire, right. Best perk of the look?
The money.
Worst downside?
The stress. The people in.
Free drinks or free problems? What does that mean?
What?
That's fucking stupid. Most awkward fan interaction?
I'm trying to think now. To was one weird one where like someone was like extremely happy, shaking and everything, and I was like, I'm not him. This is why like sometimes I got a bit disappointed.
Right.
And she looked at me like I just like murdered her mother, and she was like, "You what?" Screamed at me in a train station, and I was just like, "This is mental," like, and then just like got off. Like, so that was like an awkward one, I'd say.
Sunglasses disguise, effective or useless?
Effective to me. Sunglasses and hat. That's what I go with.
Yeah.
And it's like covers up like most of my features, my hair and my eyes and that.
One word fans use the most.
Oh my God, you look like Ed.
One word haters use the most.
Ed Sheeran from Wish.
Most surreal place you've been stopped.
To be fair, I got stopped in the toilets at a university gig yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, I bet you didn't expect to see Ed in this toilet, did you?
Ever been chased?
Yeah, like by fans and that. Yeah.
Ever been followed?
Yeah.
Ever been threatened?
Not really. Online sometimes, but it's never anything dramatic. It's the odd one, isn't it? And even then, it's just someone calling me a tool.
Biggest misconception about you?
That I'm really like just not as outgoing as you might think from social media. I'm just like boring.
Biggest truth nobody believes?
Some people still believe that I'm Ed, even though I tell them I'm not. So maybe that.
Oh, really? Fame or freedom?
Yeah, freedom.
Attention or peace?
Peace.
Chaos or calm?
Calm.
Money or anonymity?
And money.
Would you swap faces with someone else?
For money, yeah.
Has it helped your dating life?
Yeah, because I met my wife through looking like Ed, so I can't complain.
Most random rumour about you?
I'm trying to think now.
There was one that you fled the country actually not long ago.
What, that I fled the country?
Yeah.
Well, I fled the country. I didn't even know about that.
He's a fugitive, folks. One thing you miss from normal life?
I'd say like human interaction without the wall of, looking like someone and talking about the stuff that I've done, or like, questions of curiosity.
One thing you don't miss?
Getting bullied and stuff like that. So.
Spotlight or shadow?
Shadow.
Real life or viral life?
Real life.
Identity or image?
What's that? I'd say identity because it's more.
Ty Jones or Ed Sheeran's face?
What's that one like?
Oh. Ty Jones. Ty, is there anything else you'd like to say, sir?
Nothing, that's it.
I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you, honestly.
It's been beautiful, insightful. Amanda, thank you for everything you've done. You've come from Manchester for this.
Oh, she has made the effort.
Ed, if you're watching this, my take is he's got a clean heart, man. You
thanks.
can't blame a man for trying. It did come to him. From what I gather, like he does look like Ed Sheeran. There's nothing I think he could actually do. And when you look at his background, would you do what he's doing? You would take it, man. You would take the gift. So, and I don't think he means any harm. I really do.
Yeah.
I
think it's just me being paranoid sometimes. Your own anxiety playing tricks.
Yeah, I think they're just pushing it a little bit too far. Just rein it back a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Leave Ed in the back, you know what I mean? But long may it continue. I hope you prosper, and I ultimately hope that you move safe, man.
Thanks,
you know what
man.
I mean?
Thank
It's
you,
a crazy world out there. Perhaps move more accordingly. It's a game of chess, and you need to start playing it. Because
that's it, man.
Regardless
you've taught me a lot of moves, actually.
I'm telling you, bro. You've got to do that. So long may it continue, sir. Thanks.
You. I'm honoured to have that chat. Seriously,
Come on,
man.
bro.
Thank you.
God bless you and your family, man. We out. Peace.
See you guys. Peace.